Hey y'all. Hey everybody. So tonight I'm only gonna be on live for a little while. I'm sorry y'all. I have a scheduled eating time, so I try to hurry up and finish eating before I join this live. But I think today is gonna be a good stream, y'all. Today was good. Like, how do y'all feel about today? Hey Black Butterfly, hey Wild Spirit, hey Kiki, hey So y'all listen. Today was weird to me. It started off weird, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because when Steele was doing his cross examination, right, I was kind of, I was kind of lost towards the end of it, and I was like, well, where is he going with all this? Like, what is he doing? So it didn't make any sense to me. Then Weinstein got up, and Weinstein was doing like normal, like he just did a like quick little spiel. He made it simple, sweet, and to the point. And I was just like, okay, I see what they're doing. Hey, India. Hey, Stacy. So once Matthews got up, I'm like, okay, this is getting repetitive. Like they all asking the same questions, they just asking in different ways directly to their clients what's going on. Sorry, I am stuck eating peas, chicken breast, and that's it. But I'm almost done. So they were basically like kind of going in the order fashion. I feel like that they had it like I feel like they had it mapped out that way. I don't know about y'all. But once Matthews got done, I'm like, all right. I know yesterday that Shard said he had a day worth of testimony. I was not ready for a day worth of testimony from Shard. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was confused at the beginning. I'm like, what is this man talking about? It doesn't make any sense. He painted this big old picture. And it was like towards the end of it, I just seen him just drive everything that he was saying home. And it kind of basically got to a point where he's like he's hitting him and he's like, can I speak to my attorney? And once he said he needed to speak to his attorney, I was confused. Hey, Danny, welcome everybody. So once he said he needed to speak to his attorney, it was like, all right, we know we hitting on something. So I don't know if y'all felt like that Shard did his job at the beginning. I said no, he did not. I was very hurt by the start of this. I'm like, what is Shard doing? He's ruining it for the defense. Like he's just drawing this out. Brian still asked all these questions. Why is he going over it? But I had to think. Brian asked all these questions yesterday. It's a method to their madness. They not just asking questions just to make us feel some type of way. They really are calculated as they're talking about this. Hey, Katie. So I didn't understand, especially with the theatrics. I was glad though, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was real glad that Paige was not trying to hear what the state had to say about trying to exclude stuff, saying it was not relevant about Woody Warren's. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It was very relevant. I feel like at the end of today, we in for a whole day on Tuesday of redirect from the state. Cause they finna harp over all this stuff all over again. Y'all, like I was excited. I took off one day because I'm like, okay, she should be done. They gonna cross still. And as the day progressed, I'm like, oh my God, it's dragging out. Like, why is she still asking these questions? And then at the end of it, it was like she tried to get him riled up for the defense to get mad. And I didn't understand that because I was so confused. Like, why would you make him mad? But that was a tactic by the prosecution to make him upset to not answer the defense's questions. So we don't have no court. We have court. I'm sorry. Tuesday we have court. Thank you, Black Butterfly. Tuesday we have court. So we don't have court tomorrow. Which is crazy. Because I don't understand why they're off. But I did see on Thugger Daily that they refused to release the juror because she was still getting paid from her employer. I don't know about y'all, but I would have been furious to have to turn down a job. Making way more money in a different area, probably trying to better her situation. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know if it's a his or her. Trying to better her situation or his situation, and then be stuck to have to testify. Oof, I'm trying to testify. To have to be stuck to listen to that testimony. I know Labor Day on Monday, but y'all know my holidays is bad. We work 24/7, so we don't have holidays. I am off this Monday though, which is surprising. KD, you definitely right. She went right to YouTube. But they asked, they said they wanted to see if she would hold it against them if she could not leave her job. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Whoever made me not be able to move, oh, guilty, guilty, guilty. I'm voting guilty for everybody. But I don't feel like she was trying to go out for another job, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think she was just trying to get out of jury duty. There's no way she was gonna move to Arkansas. Hey B. So I'm trying to find the link to where Shard starts to cross-examine Woody. Because I want y'all to see how slow it started. All right, so I think I got it. I done got fancy now, y'all. I got premium. I don't have to ask no more. If I'm logged into the right account. Let me stop for, hold on, wait. You know, I just had to sever me and Kaden stuff. He was doing too much on YouTube and I just got tired of him. So let me share my screen. And then I ain't gonna lie to you, she definitely thought by getting a new job she was gonna get out of it. But what she said, she should have said was she should have lied and said her other job was not paying her. I would have told them my mama's sick and she stay in another area. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, I would have had to go from out of there. But let's see, y'all. Let's see. I know he'll be mad because I assuming Max told her what he wanted to say. Did anybody think Atkins had disappeared? I thought he was gone, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought he was gone.
Are these like audios or videos or something, Miss Hilton? What is it that you're objecting to?
One of the exhibits was the same exhibit that Mr. Steele attempted to exhibit, which was the Instagram post with the innocent man Instagram post. And so that was included.
Now, I adopt all of Mr. Steele's arguments for admission,
Uh-huh.
but based on the court's ruling, I was not
Okay.
intending on introducing them.
The next two exhibits are, there's, I think it's DS-27A, which is a warrant for false report of a crime. Mr. Copeland was never convicted. Matter of fact, I think that case was actually dismissed. And so I'm not sure the relevancy of the warrant that.
Is this a different warrant than he was presented with before?
Yeah, this is
was
different
for
from
the
the murder
murder,
warrant.
okay.
Yes.
I can, Your Honor, I can hand up to the court my copy.
Okay.
And there's two warrants, actually, one for false report of a crime and then one for false statements, both which were dismissed by the state.
So, Your Honor, this
Mhm.
warrant was from 2021.
Mhm.
It was pending in the DA's office until earlier this year. It's been pending while this trial is going on. The DA's office, I believe it says January 18th of 2024, no prost, or they said decline to prosecute. I believe that's the third document.
Yeah.
I'll point out a couple things. First of all, the reason for the decline to prosecute is prosecutorial discretion, not a hole in the evidence. Also, that decline to prosecute says that this case can be, it says at this time, the state declines to prosecute, meaning it can be brought up in the future. And quite simply, Your Honor, the state cannot, it's clear under.
I'm sorry to interrupt this, but I want to bring y'all attention to something. Remember, she said that Hilton said that she didn't need to check to see if he had an attorney because he had no pending cases. So I feel like the state closed Woody's case so that they can talk to him without his attorney. Tell me if y'all think I'm wrong. Because now it's all making sense. She didn't tell us how it was dismissed, but she told us it was dismissed, so he didn't need an attorney. And he had no pending cases. But that's what I got from it today. India, they hadn't talked to him until a couple of months before trial. His charges were still pending from last year. Correct. See? Yeah, I really think that that's why the state did it, but let me finish playing it. So yeah.
The law that pending cases against a witness are bias and motive. The state cannot evade the reality of pending cases by just simply dismissing cases against their witnesses before they testify. So this case was pending during this trial. I believe Mr. Copeland, I wasn't planning on introducing any evidence, but Mr. Copeland gave a interview to the Danza Project where he seems to be under the impression that the case is still pending as of that interview. So I don't even know if he's aware about the declination of prosecution.
Okay. When was that interview? About
Recently, like
Okay.
between
Recent.
the
last couple of months or
I think
Couple of
last few
Okay.
weeks.
all right. That seems relevant.
And then that's fine that it seems relevant. We just don't think he can go into the warrants. He can say, was he arrested for false report of a crime and was the case declined? But I'm not sure if he intends to show him the warrants of his arrest.
Was he arrested?
He was.
So why wouldn't you want his warrants to be shown? Something ain't right, y'all.
Was arrested and then the case was dismissed.
3 years later.
Well, just to be clear,
When was he
was in
arrested?
jail. The false report of a crime is he accused a jail guard of using OC spray on him, and the jail reviewed the tape, and the jail guard didn't even have OC spray.
Okay.
And so that's, I mean, this going into the warrant trial, it was declined earlier this year in January of 2024.
Okay, well, I mean, you can ask him about all of it, and then if it becomes necessary to use those documents.
January 2024. Make it make sense.
You can use them.
Yes, John.
What else?
That's it.
Okay, all right, and I think we're ready to get Mr. Copeland and the jury in.
Y'all, that bad, baby. That bad. Whew. Okay, y'all. So I'm done eating. So let me address this real quick. Slick, you see, I got my fake dreads retwisted. But let me address this real quick. The Dirty Cup gang is here, y'all. We drinking our water, and we having us a good time. I'm just saying, y'all. Let me finish looking playing this real quick.
Your Honor, Mr.
I'm gonna address that later.
We just had one other thing Mr. Shar just brought to our attention that he intends on introducing. And I didn't know.
Do we need to ask Mr. Copeland to step
Yes.
aside? And sorry, we thought we were ready for you, but we're not quite. Just hang very close.
Very close.
I'm going to have y'all come back from lunch 15 minutes earlier than the jury so that we can do these kind of things. All right. Yes.
Your Honor, it appears that Mr. Shar intends on showing him as a demonstrative a jail outfit. And I don't know the relevance of
Why?
showing him the jail outfit.
Because a theme in this case has been the Fulton County Blues. In particular, on June 10th, 2015.
He came in wearing that, right?
Well, I'm talking about 2015.
Oh, 15. Okay.
2015, he's
June
on-
10th, June 10th. Okay.
He's on video.
Yeah.
All right, there's a lot of June 10s. He's on video, and he's not wearing a jail outfit because they haven't brought him to the jail yet.
Okay.
Part of the reality of Rice Street, and I'm not asking this to go back with the jury, it's just a demonstrative. Part of the reality of Rice Street is you wear the outfit, you lose your individuality, your identity, you're thrown in the Fulton
Hey,
County.
No, that is nice and dramatic, but no, we don't need to do that.
Nice and dramatic, but we don't need to do that. All right, y'all. So I'm about to take a little small break because I got to take a shot, and not a shot of what y'all think it is, a shot of this nasty flaxseed oil. So if y'all with me and y'all want to take y'all regular shot, let's go ahead. I'm gonna take an intermittent break and take this shot real quick. So I ain't gonna.
May I use a picture?
No.
Okay.
Okay, let's get Mr. Copeland.
I thought your friend had. Oh.
And the jury. All right, Mr. Copeland, come on, have a seat with us. Well, I guess stand up for the jury.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you. Have y'all had a pleasant lunch? We good?
Yes.
All right. All right, Mr. Shart, you can proceed with your cross.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Copeland.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Mr. Copeland, we have never met before. Isn't that correct?
No,
We've seen each other in the hallway.
no, we never met before.
Yeah, we never met. My name is Max Shard, and I'm the attorney that represents Shannon Stillwell, okay?
All right.
All right. And I know you've been asked a lot of questions, and I'm going to try not to repeat questions that you've been already asked. I'm going to do my best.
All right.
All right, great. You do not want to be here today.
Yeah,
And the reason you don't want to be here today is not because you're scared, correct?
you know that.
It is because what you said in 2015 was lies.
You said it again?
What you said in 2015 were lies.
Right.
Okay. And specifically, when you said that Demekion Garlington told you something at that McDonald's about Mr. Stillwell, that was a lie.
Right.
You lied to get out of trouble.
Right.
You lied as part of your finesse to the police.
Right.
You have testified that if the police mentioned anyone, you were going to come up with a story about them to get yourself out of trouble.
As y'all seen?
And the police mentioned Jeffrey Williams.
Right.
They called him a big fish.
Right.
And you lied on Jeffrey Williams.
Right.
Mr. Copeland, I'm going to ask you, do you still have that listening device?
Huh?
Do you still have the listening device?
What's it?
The ear-
Earbuds.
Oh, they right here.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to play a clip for you, okay? Mr. Kokomo, could you play what has been marked DS-23O? And for the record, this is a clip from State's Exhibit 378 Yankee Echo, which is the June 10th, 2015 interview, and it's from 9:53:35 to 9:54:10.
How long you been doing shit? Long as those have. Okay, you've been doing shit in a good part of your teenage adult life, right? Y'all.
Mr. Copeland, is it not playing on your?
It just popped up.
Okay. Could you start it all over again for Ms. Copeland?
How long you been doing shit? Long as those have. Okay, you've been doing shit in a good part of your teenage adult life, right? Y'all basically grew up together, right? Went to school together. Y'all like bro. You, Demekion, and Shannon. That's from what I know. Yeah. So I can pretty much assume that if it's something like that that they did, even if you weren't involved in it, you know about it. Because I'm telling you, everything kind of keeps coming back to you. You understand? Because Shannon's been out there on the streets now.
Okay. In that clip, Investigator Gaither is asking you about Shannon, correct?
This sound like it.
Okay.
I can't barely hear. That's why I took the headphones out.
Are they not working?
No, it is like the way my ear, the way I can hear, it's not clear enough for me. That's why I had to listen like out loud.
Okay, I understand. All right, well, we're going to do our best to work through that, okay? All right. So, regardless, in that clip, I'm going to ask you about that clip, and you can, if you didn't hear it, you didn't hear it. Investigator Gaither tells you that while you're in the interview room with her, Shannon is out on the street. Isn't that correct?
I just heard it.
Okay. Investigator Gaither says to you if Shannon's involved in something, you know about it, correct?
I didn't hear it. Only thing I heard was just the last part where she said he on the street.
Okay. You now realize that the police were saying some things, such as Jeffrey's on a European tour, or Shannon's on the street and you're in here with us, to try to get you to tell on other people, correct?
Objection speculation.
Sustained.
Is that how you took those statements at the time?
I don't get what you're saying.
Did you take those statements when Investigator Dennis told you that Jeffrey's on a European tour while you're sitting in the investigator's room, or Shannon's on the street while you're in the interview room? Did you take those statements as invitations to give information on other people?
Yeah, that's what they were doing the whole time. He got these big houses and cars, and that's what I think that was Dennis kept saying it all the time.
Okay. And these conversations and Investigator Gaither talking about Shannon, then that's not the only time law enforcement talked about Shannon in your interviews, is it? They would talk about Shannon a lot.
Yeah, right.
And let me ask you this. These interviews that we have, are those the only time you talk to the investigators about this case?
No.
Okay. You would have phone conversations with investigators, right?
Yes.
Phone conversations with Investigator Gaither that aren't recorded?
What you mean?
Did you record the phone conversations?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever heard a
No.
recording of the phone conversations?
No.
Okay. So as far as you know, phone conversations with Investigator Gaither, you had those, right?
Yes.
And as far as you know, they're not recorded.
We had a conversation that I ain't heard.
How many conversations would you say you had with Investigator Gaither from January 1st, phone conversations from January 1st to we'll
We
say
talked a lot.
June 10th? Weekly, daily?
I can't a lot.
Okay. What about Investigator Thorpe? You talked to him on the phone?
No.
Okay. What
But
about
I did, but
So y'all, this is really confusing me because y'all like my smile? But this is really confusing me because of the fact that I don't know where he was going with this. I really don't know where he was going with this.
not as often?
yes.
Okay. What about when they bring you to the interview room? Okay. Obviously, we see videotapes of you in the interview room. Do the police talk to you outside of the interview room before you go in there?
Yes, they do it all the time.
Okay. And are those conversations about what you need to do?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And what officers had those conversations with you, to your recollection?
Shit, everyone they held me.
Okay. So the bottom line is you said that the state were asking about Jeffrey when Mr. Steele was asking questions, right?
Yes.
Okay. The reality is the state was also asking about Shannon.
Yes.
And the reality is you didn't only lie on Jeffrey, but you also lied on Shannon.
Yes.
And you also lied on Mr. Kendrick, correct?
Yes.
All right, y'all. So I had to pause this because we went through this for a long time, y'all. We really did. And I'm going to tell y'all, it's a purpose for this, y'all. Don't think that I just did this just because it's a purpose for this. But I always have to incorporate something of myself in these YSL moments so we can laugh, have a good time, and, you know, chill out. But it's a purpose for this. I dried my teeth and put this stuff on for this. So my mouth is really feeling real nasty right now. But I just want y'all to know this has a purpose. So now let's get into what I'm telling y'all right now, right? In this situation, oh, I didn't drop the link, Slick. I didn't know you was trying to come up. But in this situation, I'm gonna keep going with the trial. Well, I dropped the link for you, Slick, so don't start. But in this moment, right, y'all, Sharp didn't make no sense to me. I'm like, he going through all this stuff, y'all, right? So he didn't make no sense. So I'm gonna skip past it a little bit. I hope everybody has seen this, but I don't want to go through the whole full, long testimony that he had. But I want to get to some points where he started kind of making sense, right? So this is where he started making sense to me.
A blue jail outfit that's given to you by the Fulton County Sheriff Department, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and it says Fulton County Jail or Fulton County inmate on the shirt and the pants, correct?
Yes.
You absolutely hate wearing that blue outfit, correct?
Without a doubt.
In this picture, you are not wearing one of those blue outfits. You're wearing street clothes, correct?
Right.
Okay, but let's just be clear. In that picture on June 10, 2015, when you're being interviewed, your hands are shackled together, correct?
Yes.
You have leg irons on, correct?
Yes.
And the leg irons are attached to an anchor on the ground, so you cannot get up and run,
And they're
correct?
hurting.
And they're hurting. And you knew that it was only, unless something drastic happened, it was only a matter of hours before you were going to have a blue Fulton County jumpsuit on, correct?
Yes.
The circumstances of you being brought to that interview room on June 10th, 2015, where federal agents kicked down Ms. Quarterman's door that day, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and they kicked down that door looking for you because they had an arrest warrant for you.
Yes.
They had an arrest warrant for you for the April 28, 2015 possession of a firearm incident at the Dunbar Rec Center.
See, Black Butterfly, you is correct. Hey, Slick. Everybody tell Slick what's up. He came up here. I don't know what he want to say, but hello, Slick. You and your forces. I hope this is Slick. I don't know who this is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
How are you doing?
First of all, let's be professional. Let's
I am-
run the YSL stuff.
I am being professional. That's why I'm running away. You have
Let's
on
do,
double time, Slick.
yes, let's do the YSL recap, and then at the end, you can be messy.
I'm not. I said it's a purpose for this. I'm doing the YSL recap. I just said hello. I didn't know who came up, so I wanted to double check and make sure I had the right person first. So, all right. So thank you, Slick, for coming up. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, y'all. So just bear with me. So Mel sent me something, but I'm gonna keep playing this while I look for what Mel sent me.
Yes.
Okay. And while in the apartment, they saw some things, correct?
Yes.
And they went and got a search warrant.
I don't know.
You're not sure if they got a search warrant. Okay. The bottom line is they searched your apartment.
They did.
Okay. And they found a Smith & Wesson handgun in the kitchen of that apartment, correct?
They found a gun. I don't know what kind.
Okay. Was it a handgun?
I never saw it.
They also found a stolen laptop computer in your apartment, correct?
That's what they said.
All right. They also searched Deshaun's car, correct?
No.
Well, didn't they find stolen IDs and other stolen property?
That was a rental car. My
Okay.
mama rented.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that clarification. They found a stolen IDs and other property in a rental car that was associated with you, correct? That you had been driving.
Yes.
And also on June 10th, 2015, your daughter's birthday was coming up,
7 days.
7 days from that date.
Yes.
And you had plans to have a big celebration for her birthday.
Yes.
Even though you didn't have a blue jumpsuit on during the interview, investigator Gaither informed you that you were under arrest for various charges, correct?
Yes.
And you were under investigation for various other charges.
Yes.
Okay. She told you that you were being charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon for the gun at the Dunbar Rec Center.
Yes.
She told you that you were being charged with reckless conduct for leaving the gun on the bleachers at the Dunbar Rec Center.
Yes.
She told you that you were being charged with gang charges for possessing a gun at the Dunbar Rec Center.
Yes.
And you knew that you knew that you weren't getting a bond for the gang charges at
Right.
first appearance.
Right.
You were going to have to sit for a while.
Okay, Mel, I have a question for you because it's still playing. Can you tell me is Ivy in here? Hold on, y'all. Let me start watching the chat. But so this is the thing, right? Y'all tell me, Mel, I'm looking for you. Is this because they still live right now? So is it going back 14, 47, 17, or that's the exact timestamp? Because they haven't shut off their stream yet. So I'm confused. And I can't find it. Well, thank
Because of those gang charges,
Yes.
unless something drastic happened.
Yes.
You were also told that they were that they were investigating the stolen MacBook computer found in your apartment.
Yes.
You were told that they were investigating the stolen IDs and other property that was found in the rental car.
Yes.
And investigator Gaither told you that she knew that that stolen property found in the rental car was taken during a series of auto breakings in the area, correct?
Yes.
You also had a Henry County bench warrant.
Yes.
I believe you had another bench warrant out of the city of Atlanta.
What are they gonna like this. If you leave them alone, then everything gonna go away. And you're like, but you protect me, bro. We need y'all, bro. I need y'all to protect me. How the hell we gonna protect you? You and you got his door. Then you're like, so you shot my truck, bro. That's how the truck. Man, you been, you know what I mean? You been
You are talking to the police about Rich Homie Quan asking you if you shot up his truck, correct? In that interview.
That's what he just said.
I'm gonna
What did he have a 25 to do? Trade it one.
So, Rich Homie Quan questioned you about whether you were the person that was outside the TIG studio shooting up in that studio on January 8, 2015. Isn't that correct?
You can't question me.
So hold on, y'all. So I wanted to play this part because this is where I feel like that he started cooking him at.
Not talking about what you told the police. I'm talking about reality now. On January 6th, 2015.
Y'all, before we get into this is the part of when it got real. We're not talking about anything else. We're talking about reality now. Yes, the host is an op. She's always an op. But I'm going to ignore Slick so we can get into the end of this because I really want y'all to hear this.
You were at Club Crucial.
I'm listening.
You were in possession of a large amount of money and you were showing off in front of a bunch of people that knew you, in front of a bunch of girls, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening.
In front of all these people at this club, Kelvin Watts, Shell Kell, Donovan Thomas's brother, jumped you, correct?
I'm listening.
He tested you. He started punching you. He tried to take your stuff. He gave you a black eye.
He punched me in the back. He didn't hit me. He didn't face me off.
Well, you had a swollen face.
Because another nigga hit me.
Okay. Who was with Shell Kell?
What's up, bro?
He was with Shell Kell, the other person that hit you?
I don't know if y'all felt this energy. That what's up, bro? Was like, nigga, let's see. You finna see me in these streets. Like, that wasn't just no regular. What's up, bro? That was like a what's up, bro? Like, what's up? Like, if he see Shot in the streets, he was gonna knock him out. Gone with the wig. Slick. I'm just saying. Let me stop. Slick is my co-host right now. I can't be mean to him.
No. I can't pay attention right now. I'm trying to get. I'm on the ops head right now.
Okay.
I'm on Sierra head right now.
Oh,
I'll be back.
Okay. I don't know what that means, y'all, but Slick is on Sierra head.
Obviously, he went with me.
These men, Shell Kell and his friends, tested you publicly in front of a bunch of people, in front of a bunch of girls, correct? They tried to run your pockets, right?
I'm listening.
Pardon my language, it pissed you off.
Just like you is.
Okay. 2 days later, on January 8th, 2015,
And just like you is hit different. I don't know about
you
y'all.
found out that Nut and Rich Homie Quan were outside the TIG studios on Metropolitan Avenue, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got in that rented Infiniti and drove up to that studio, didn't you?
You're right. Objection, assuming facts, not in evidence.
I'll allow it.
You took your gun with you. You stood outside the fence and you shot at TIG studios. And you put a bullet in Rich Homie Quan's truck, did you not?
You got proof?
Was Trevante with you when you went to the TIG studios?
Did you got proof?
All right, We're going to change the subject, Mr. Copeland.
All right.
To your understanding, now you matter in front of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, correct?
You got proof?
I ain't no telling. I don't know.
Well, you discussed it. You gave an interview with the Danza Project recently, right?
Right.
All right, and you discussed a pending matter where your understanding is you are charged
The subject.
with
Hold on, y'all.
filing a false.
I want to go back a little bit. Sorry. Because I want y'all to emphasize on, do you got proof?
Was Trevante with you when you went to the TIG studios?
Did you got proof?
All right, we're going to change the subject, Mr. Copeland.
All right.
To your understanding, now you pled to the possession of a firearm case from 2021. You pled to that recently, or this year.
Say that again.
You pled to that case this year, correct? Earlier this year, the possession of firearm that you were interviewed about on October 27, 2021.
I don't know if it was this year or last year.
Okay, fair enough. To your understanding, you still have a pending matter in front of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, correct?
Shit, I ain't no telling. I don't know.
Well, you discussed it. You gave an interview with the Danza Project recently, right?
Right.
All right, and you discussed a pending matter where your understanding is you are charged with filing a false report.
Oh yeah.
Okay, to your understanding, you're charged with false report of a crime and false statements, 2 felonies, correct?
Right.
And the allegation is that while you're at Fulton County Jail,
Relevance as to the specific conduct or specific, improper impeachment of the specific, extrinsic evidence of the specific incident that occurred.
Okay, I can't really hear you very well, but I think we might need to approach about this anyway.
This is when you know the tactics that you're doing ain't working. Because you approached and he still played and said what he was going to say. Like, girl, just let it go. Let it go. We didn't hear from the defense at all. The whole time that they was talking. Now all of a sudden it's objection, objection. I think we might need to approach. Help, help, help me. Help. Yeah. Look at Hilton. They say Hilton tall, like a man. I'm glad she took them things out though, but y'all can't talk because I had to go get a little fake dress retwisted. Them knotless was holding on by a thread. You hear me? Child, ain't nobody studying Woody on live at no mall. Thank you, Danny, though. I might look.
You may.
DS27A and DS27B.
That is a huge.
Yes.
Hey,
Mr. Copeland, could you just look at those 2 documents? Do you recognize those documents?
I seen it before. Yeah.
Are those the arrest warrants taken out for you for false report of a crime and false statements that you believe are still pending against you?
Yeah.
Okay. And briefly, the allegation is that, well, Your Honor, I would move to admit DS27A and DS27B into evidence.
They're
admitted over objection.
Mr. Copeland,
they admitted over
Briefly.
objection.
the allegations against you that you believe are pending are that you accused a jail worker or a deputy of spraying with OC spray at the jail.
Right.
And the deputies,
I think it'd be so funny when they asked him to read stuff and that man and told them he can't read. And he'd be like, yeah, that's what it said. How do you know if you can't read, sir?
the supervisors reviewed the videotape from the jail and determined that the jail worker did not have OC spray on her and did not spray you with any OC spray in the jail. Isn't that correct?
Right.
Did you know that the state, while this trial was going on, dismissed that case against you?
I didn't know that.
Well, I brought you good news. May I approach with 27C?
You may.
I'm surprised they ain't object for commentary.
Does that document say State of Georgia versus Kenneth Copeland?
I think.
Okay. That document indicates.
You may.
Does correct me if I'm wrong, does this document say the facts of this case have been reviewed, and although it appears that probable cause existed for the defendant's arrest, the decision of the district attorney at this time is not to prosecute the above named defendant? Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Okay. It says the reasons for this decision are as follows: prosecutorial discretion. Correct?
Mhm.
And
Yes.
the person whose name is on this document is Fani T. Willis, correct?
Yes.
I hope this don't stain my teeth, y'all.
That document does not indicate that your pending charges for false report of a crime and false statement, they don't indicate that those are dismissed forever, just for now, at this time, correct?
Yeah.
I guess.
And nothing in that document says we dismiss this case because we were wrong, Mr. Copeland's innocent. It said prosecutorial discretion, correct?
What they mean?
It means they just made the decision to do it.
All right, that we can strike that part. Ask your next question.
Isn't it true? And you just found out that this was dismissed today, but isn't it true that while you were on the state's witness list to testify in this case, the state was simultaneously, at the same time, prosecuting you for false statements and false report of a crime? Isn't that true?
Talk to me so I can understand.
They were calling you a liar at the same time that they were asking this jury to believe what you're saying. Isn't that true?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all see Hilton face. She's so mad. She can't even hide it.
Let's talk about your immunity agreement with the state. They told you in that June 10th, 2024 meeting that you did not ask for, that any crime that you talked about, they were not going to prosecute you for, correct?
Yeah.
You can talk about shooting Rich Homie Kwan's dad's barbershop. You can talk about shooting Rich Homie Kwan's father. They're not going to prosecute you for those things, right? That's what they told you. That's the promise they made to you, correct?
Characterization of the evidence.
Sustained.
Is that your understanding?
Nothing I say can be used against me.
There's one exception.
If I say that I did,
You did what, Woody? You
Donovan
did
Thomas.
what?
yes.
Mr. Copeland, you don't know any of these gentlemen back here to have a personal beef with Donovan Thomas, do you?
What you mean?
Back in 2015, you didn't know any of these gentlemen to have a personal beef with Donovan Thomas.
I never said I did.
Okay. The reality, Mr. Copeland, is you were the person who had a problem with Donovan Thomas. Isn't that correct? You were the one that broke into Donovan Thomas's car, correct?
So if that's not an evidence.
Overruled.
You've admitted to it. You're the one that stole Donovan Thomas's chain, correct? Ms. Copeland, you're the one that shot up Donovan Thomas's friend, Rich Homie Kwan's father's barbershop in 2014, correct? You're the one that was going back and forth with Donovan Thomas's brother, Kelvin Watts, correct? You've called his brother a waste of space in October 2021, didn't you?
The code's not answering the question, so.
Yeah,
we need a
apparently
response.
Mr. Shard doesn't care whether he answers or not, so it's fine with me. I mean,
Fine
if
with
he
me
wants
too.
an answer, he can say that.
You called Kelvin Watts a waste of space in October 2021, didn't you?
And I don't think nobody on earth would not agree with it.
You said that people would cheer if he died. Correct?
I will. Back in the days.
You've shot at Donovan Thomas's brother, Kelvin Watts, correct? You're the one who got jumped by Donovan Thomas's brother on January 6, 2015 at Club Crucial, correct? You, not any of these gentlemen. Right? And you're the one that shot up TIG Recording Studio on January 8th, 2015. Isn't that correct? Let me ask you something, Ms. Copeland. You were asked about the Green Store by Attorney Steele, right? The Green Store, you're familiar?
Yeah.
That's actually called Mommy's Grocery and Deli on Glen Street, correct?
I guess.
You estimated that the driving time is 5 minutes.
5
The
minutes.
truth is, to get from the Green Store to where Donovan Thomas was gunned down, you have to drive a couple hundred feet on Glen Street and take a right onto McDaniel, correct? That's how you get there, right over the tracks. The truth is, it takes less than a minute to make that drive. Isn't that correct? Mr. Kokomo, could you play publish DS24F? This is February 21st, 2015, 378 Yankee Delta from 622.59 to 624.01.
I got somebody, I don't know his name, he called tonight, well, I forgot what they got killed with.
And we're going to start it over, Mr. Copeland, because I didn't provide any context. You spoke on a gang meeting that the Bloods had about you on that Thursday before Donovan Thomas was killed, correct?
Mhm.
Mr. Kokomo, could you play
I
DS24?
got somebody, I don't know his name, I got somebody, I don't know his name, he called tonight, well, I forgot what they got killed with. It was a Friday night, it was Thursday night, they had a barbecue. But barbecue just about, it was blood, and everything blood. And the whole meeting was based upon me. They was all in there talking about this and this, talking about this and this. So the nigga Mo was on the phone. So Mo told everybody, all I need, every last one of y'all, whoever 90s scraps it up, whoever that nickname, supposed to kill me. They gave all them guns. The same night they gave them all guns. Say treat me to a gas station and kill me. I forgot what else. But he called and told me everything. He said, is this person a friend of yours?
The Bloods had a gang meeting on the Thursday before Donovan Thomas was killed, 2 days before, on the same day that you shot up TIG Studios. Isn't that correct?
I don't know what you're talking about.
In that statement to the police, you said that the whole meeting was based on me. Not them, on you. That Mo, from behind the wall, had put the green light on you. Not anyone else. He put the green light on you for what was going on with you. The guy who stole from Donovan Thomas. The guy who shot up the studio with Rich Homie Quan and Donovan Thomas in the studio that night.
Objection, I was assuming.
So did y'all know that the studio got shot up the Friday before Donovan Thomas got killed? I did not know that. I did not know that at all. And if y'all can't really understand me, it's because I'm talking with my tongue because I got this space in between my teeth. So just bear with me, y'all.
Effects on the evidence and harassment of your witness.
Overruled.
You've told the police at that meeting, Donovan Thomas went whoop, approved of the orders to kill you. You told the police that the gang members handed out guns to younger people. And the plan was to trick you to come to the gas station. And the only reason you were killed is because someone told you about it. In January 2015, Donovan Thomas was coming after you.
Objection, speculation against assume effects on evidence.
Sustained.
Mr. Copeland, you're not.
She's objecting to it, but he's already said it's already been placed in the juror's mind. She should have let them just answer it. But okay.
The type of guy to back down, are you? No further questions.
All right.
You're
Okay.
not the type of guy to back down, are you? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Still did a little pitter patter of feet for us yesterday and today. It was a little bit, it had highs and lows. I felt like still 8, but I gotta give Shard. I gotta give it to Shard. Shard killed today. I was a little worried, and I was like, if I had to hire an attorney, I'm going with Steele. I just have to pay the money, but I'm going with Steele. But I don't know. Sharp might be a contender, y'all. But I feel like Steele fed him. I feel like they played good cop, bad cop. So, oh God. Y'all, the devil is busy. I'm telling y'all, the devil is busy. The devil is busy. But girl, did you make a new page to come see me? Like, what is going on here? Girl, you knocked them out. That's what you did. You knocked them out. That's when my teeth at. You knocked them out. Still ain't seen you yet, but you knocked them out. All right, so y'all, I'm trying to be positive to end this off good. But Tatiana from the block just came into my thing and I'm gonna ignore her. I'm trying not to block her again, y'all.
Who you talking about?
Princess is here again.
Oh, I
Prince is
must
here
ain't see
again.
them.
Oh, she said she's not
must-
trolling today. Okay. All right,
They must
Princess.
got me. They must got me blocked.
Long as you're not trolling today, you are welcome. I'm gonna keep going. But listen, y'all. So I feel like that Shard did his big one. I do, honestly do. So y'all, I'm finna like I gotta kind of do something real quick that I said I was gonna do because this is the only opportunity that I have to do it. On my platform, everybody can speak their piece or whatever, they can say what they have to say or whatever. And I feel like right now is the time for me to say what I have to say, right? So she said she's not trolling today, so we're gonna keep it peaceful with Princess. I ain't gonna call her Prince, I'm gonna call her Princess because it's her name. But let me address this because I know y'all wondering, and I'm tired of having my teeth like this. So I know y'all probably wondering why my teeth like this. But it's for a very good reason. I am tired of no teeth having people bothering me. If you can't smile like this, are you tired like this? Yeah, shawty, yeah. Mama, where's my mother? My son is worried, trying to figure out what happened to my teeth, but my teeth is fine, y'all. So listen, let me do this real quick so we can get back on point. I feel like this with everybody in this situation, like all of y'all, even the people that I just met, Black Butterfly, who else? Stacy, India. I feel like that y'all have become family to me. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, not necessarily family, like we gonna kick it every day, like type family. But I feel like y'all my YouTube family. Like, we chill, I see y'all, like, we speak or whatever the case may be. So today we were addressed as the Dirty Cup Crew. So we are now labeled the Dirty Cup Crew. So y'all see me post and highlight comments where it's the Dirty Cup Crew. Y'all, I thank y'all for being a part of the Dirty Cup Crew with me. I thank y'all. I really enjoy my Dirty Cup Crew members. I feel like now I need to make that a slogan and trademark it, because then when you say it, you got to pay me for it. But the Dirty Cup Crew, y'all are now iconic. Like Netta say, y'all iconic. Cause it's niggas that need to worry about going to the dentist that are labeling a group of people that are enjoying their time, minding their business, instead of going to a dentist to get some implants or something in their teeth. Like, if you can't get up here and you can't smile like this, we could be the Dirty Cup Crew. I think I like it, y'all. D cup. I ain't got no D cup. I always wanted one, but I think I like it. I feel like that at this point, I've already addressed so many people on this app, and I already have so many enemies. Somebody else labeling me the Dirty Cup Crew don't bother me. But I want to talk to this sassy man specifically, and then I'm gonna get back to why I said, because I want everybody to come up. And I'm not taking this video down, so I'm gonna be very polite and respectful when I say this.
Fuck that.
For you to be a grown man, you're giving very much lady energy. This is a trial, right? And we are women besides Slick and D. So if you're that worried about the Dirty Cup Crew, maybe you need to drink some water, put a little dash of flavor in it for yourself so you can come out the closet. Because the little bit of sugar that you got right now, it's spilling out. Real men don't argue with females online. I have so much commentary in the background. Y'all, is it bedtime yet? I got 30 minutes. But real men don't argue with women. I see when I start, listen, y'all, when I start talking about mess, my numbers start creeping up because they be coming in, they be watching. I'm sure this is going to be the topic of a screenshot. But I had to dry my teeth to do this. To make sure they was dry. So this would stay on, even when moisture hit it. Because, baby, if you missing these two right here, or even the four, or do you got the side teeth? Look, let's see. Do you have the side teeth? If you don't, you need to leave people alone. Y'all giving very much Netta and Charles energy. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Anything else you want to say, Slick, before I take this shit off my teeth?
Wait, so is this dry?
Huh? Slick, do you have anything else you want to say?
Oh, my fault. I was in the chat. Who was you talking about?
Cavell. I forgot. I'm sorry. I meant to put a name on it. My name is Cavella. His name is Cavell. If you see the whole ass nigga, let him know that the Dirty Cup crew, we mind our business over here, y'all.
I ain't never seen him before.
Oh, I can't.
No. I'm saying like, where he be at? Like, who is he?
He be all over YouTube, but I see him the most in the scammer chat.
I mean, I guess he got me blocked. Another one got me blocked.
He had me blocked too, but you know, that was back when I was on Kaden page being petty.
I can't believe you. I probably do the same thing.
Don't have kids, y'all. Don't have kids. All right, but let I put a name on it. I said what I had to say. I don't know if Slick had to say something else, but we are now labeled as the Dirty Cup crew. I freaking hate. But listen, y'all. So I'm finna open this up back to YSL. I know that's what we came here for, but I had to address the Dirty Cup crew. So if y'all hear me saying the Dirty Cup crew, don't get offended because we are now the Dirty Cup crew. And I don't know what that means, but I figured, we must got dirty money or, we expose dirty people. That's why we got a cup to collect them. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I should, that actually sounds pretty nice. The Dirty Cup crew, we expose dirty people. Messy Monday. Oh, Slick, I'm sorry. I tried. You the only Dirty Cup in the group, Slick.
Oh Lord, here go this young man. God damn it. Party was going good till he showed up.
You better leave KD alone. I done dropped the link.
God damn. Listen, I'll be right back. I'm going to the chat. I'm finna go mess with Larry.
Okay, so I dropped the link. Anybody want to come up? Y'all want to discuss the trial? Want to have a good time? I told y'all I'm here for a short time, not a long time. I gotta be to work in the morning, so I can't be up late. I dropped the link now. Slick, what's the picture for?
Who we talking about?
Who is the picture?
What's my name?
Sierra, I know.
Her name is Long Titty No Nipple. That's her name. And there's his Ashley Larry done walked in the building. Hold on, give me a second.
Hey, Black Butterfly.
Hey, Tasha. I think today was epic. I think it was. I think Short definitely dropped the mic at the end. It was just like I think it was epic. It was if I mean I couldn't have visioned it any better. Um I think Kiki and I were exchanging in the chat, and I just want to ask you your opinion on something. Do
Mhm.
Hey, Miss James. So I wanted to find out what's your opinion on when as far as Woody and the state. Do you think that it's possible that on his last day that they will or will not arrest him? You think it's
I'm
a possibility?
I'm sure that they're gonna try it because um I I think they're gonna try and find some loophole, but I feel like that if they do, they know that a lot of eyes are watching them. So I don't think that they were prosecuted. They would try and find him on something because he's driving without a license, which is a crime technically.
Hmm.
Um and I mean it's just so many things that they can probably get him on. Like he said he always got a gun. Like
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, so I feel
And
like
that's what my girlfriend was saying.
Nah, y'all talking about that YSL. No. We gonna get back on Ashley Larry. It's not
Who's
enough nut
Larry?
juice. It's not enough nut juice in Fulton County to cover them knees up for Ashley Larry.
Like I like that part. I was hollering when he said that. He said, "Oh yeah," because he was like, "We call that nut juice." I'm like, God. It- it-
That man ain't
it's
got
like
no
it's
filter.
never a dull moment in this trial. I swear to goodness. But my second point was, well, one, I do believe that if they can find a loophole, they will. My girlfriend was telling me, like, with all this negativity going on, they may not want to do that. So I'm like, I really think if they could, they will, but I'm not positive. Um, my second thought, and I don't want to take up everybody's time, so I'm a drop down, but I just, you know what? As a parent, um, this is looking at how this is unfolding is kind of is very scary because if Doug wasn't in it, a lot of people wouldn't be watching, but this could be anybody's boys, you know, past, future, present, and to watch how grimy um they are, proceeding with this case. It's actually very scary to me.
Kenny.
That's all I gotta say. Especially, moms and dads that have young boys. This is becoming a very it's becoming very deep. It's becoming very deep. Um, I think that like especially if and Tosh, I know you remember when Love was fighting Steele to whether or not saying, remember she was saying, oh, this that these jail calls, it's she said he was tampering with them, and remember that, and still got off in in the trial, and they were fussing back and forth when she just did not want those phone calls to come in. And today, was it today or yes, I think it was today, because I get so mixed up because there's so much information. It was nothing wrong with those calls. There was no bloop, or anything. There was no pause or anything. They were very straightforward. But she stood up there and lied and said that they were manipulated. All because she knew what they were going to say and she was trying her best to keep them out. And that by itself is scary.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. But I think it was in reference to her saying that the tapes, she couldn't actually see the tapes. She couldn't hear them. So when she went to go pull them, they couldn't pull it to figure out what tapes he was actually going to use. So that was the problem. Not saying they thought that he tampered with sending it to them. But
He said he sent them twice. And he said there was nothing wrong with them. And then when he played it today, it was crystal clear to me. I heard it crystal clear. So I'm just trying to figure out what part of it that could you not hear? You know, I wasn't the part when he said, because on there he said that lady damn near got on her knees and begged me to testify against them, and I told her I was lying, and then they left out. She came back 2 and 3 times. She shut the door, act like she was leaving, and came back. All of that and all of this, I think that she was trying to keep it out, and I believe that she lied. And I understand what you're saying, but I think she was trying to keep that part out. That she was practically begging Woody to testify a different way, and that to me is scary.
oh my God, I'm gonna remove Slick. What are you doing? I can't even focus because he keep dropping different pictures. But no, I definitely agree with you, Black Butterfly. The defense did a good job of breaking down Woody's testimony to a point where he seemed like he was really honest. And I don't know if y'all heard, and I'm gonna play it for y'all. I'm gonna try and find it. But I think it was when Doug Weinstein asked him a question. And Doug got on Twitter and talking about he was nervous. How you a defense attorney and you nervous? What is going on?
Oh,
He
see, I didn't
confused.
see that. I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah,
He
he
was
posted
nervous about what?
about cross-examining Woody because it was so important and somebody's life is on the line.
Oh, well, I get that though. I get that. I get that. I get that because this was like a critical point because outside of Yak standing on Lucci's car, um, and fighting outside of Crucial and the Donovan Thomas. So the other things that they had, the fighting outside of Crucial and standing on the car, those are minimal. But this was like the real thing I think that's holding Yak, right? So it's like this is like this is like, do or die mode. They had to win this. He had to. You think like is there something else that Yak is really being, they are putting on him other than those 3 things?
Yeah, I do.
What else are they saying? Oh, because he was in that house when they locked Jeffrey up. Because he wasn't in the trap house. That one was funny. Did you ever get a chance to see that? But so I don't know what else Jack is involved with, but the standing on Lucci's car, being at the house at that party when they came and locked everybody up, which I think somebody tipped them off, and Donovan Thomas. What else is Yak really? I can't see the chat because I don't have it on. But what else are they saying Yak did?
I didn't realize I had myself on mute. I was looking at this video trying to find what Doug said. But I honestly, they're saying that he was a part of Nuts' murder and the other murder.
No, he's not in the Shamel Drinks. He's not in Shamel Drinks.
D, my official co-host is here. What's up, D?
Oh,
Damn,
D.
Tom.
Hey,
Oh,
D.
whoa. If I could take you there, I'll tell you the truth. Your official co-host. Yeah.
I took myself down, Slick. Okay.
Take yourself down.
Okay.
Me and D, we got this. We'll finish this. God damn.
Oh yeah,
It been up here all day.
kick Tasha ass off our own show. You hear
Man,
me?
it been up here all day, man. What going on, D?
Man, nothing much. Slick Rick, what it do, baby? Man, bro, today was lit, bro. Short had that motherfucker jumping.
You thought you was
I agree.
my own.
I agree.
But hold on. Can we not? Can we all agree? Because I was in that boring Fox 5 chat. Didn't we think Sharp was finna mess this whole thing up in the beginning?
We did. We definitely did. I'm not gonna hold
Why
it.
y'all, why y'all think that?
Because the way he started off, he was asking repetitive questions over and over again. It wasn't making sense.
But one thing about Sharp is he's so condescending. When he talking about the 28th and the 10th, then he gonna try to do the math on it. Like, bro, we get it. Move on. Like he was doing a lot in the beginning. Then you know what I'm saying. Towards the end, like he started cooking up. But in the beginning, I ain't know where he was going.
I think he did. I think he did perfect considering his client is, you know what I'm saying, one of the actual best friends of Woody. Like Woody is Shannon is the reason why Woody and Thug know each other. Like that's the bridge and link for all of them.
Slick, I don't know if you can see this comment, but
We gonna talk about why I said I'm gonna handle them not need long titty heavy. I'm gonna handle all them in the back room. Right now we talk about YSL.
I think it's too funny. Hey, y'all, what about when Short said, and then he said the bumper came off and you had to fix it. He said, "How do you know that?"
See, yeah, Shannon know a lot, and I
I
think
said, "Cause his friends are there."
I
So
think Lil D
everybody,
talking in the cut. I think Lil D talking in the cut.
oh yeah, D, that's true,
Yeah, I think he talking.
right?
Lil D
Because it
giving
was
him.
only him and D in the car. Who else would have told that but that? So maybe that's what Woody was trying to get at. Like, how would you know that?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
and
right, D.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lil D giving them holes to the story that thing, especially since he done brought Threat name up. I think they done went and got some more insight on what's really going on with Woody. I think they know more than what he thought they knew at first. You know what I'm saying? Because
And
Sharp
what
made
about D when they? Oh, go ahead.
I was
Sorry.
just about to say with what you just brought up, Sharp made their ass look real exclusive by bringing up some shit that made his ass go, hold on, how you know that? It made everything else Sharp. It validated anything else Sharp bald head ass said. You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
right.
with the bumper
And then,
shit. It's
like how Tasha was saying earlier, like who knew that TIG got shot up? Who, I never heard that until Short said that.
no. Well, I think a lot of folks that you know what I'm saying knew about the little beef they had probably knew about it, but it wasn't never said in this case or alluded to. So
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. So now that you said that, that probably is Lil D is probably running telling them the information they know. And then what about now, Lil D? The Lil D from I always get
McCann
them mixed up. Right. He's the one that's in the hospital now, right? And that's why they had to move Moncton up because Lil D is in North Carolina in the hospital. And something tell me he's probably probably ride that all the way out and try not to even come up there.
So do y'all think Moot gonna testify?
no, I don't think nobody gonna cooperate after Woody. Everybody after Woody finna stand on business. Ain't nobody finna talk up. You know what I'm saying? Get them nothing really. As far as the state.
And then what about that subtle hint when Short said was it last week or week before last? He said, "Tell us, do you have some Brady information about when you met with Moontunk and his lawyer at the coffee shop?" He was letting them know we done talked to them already. So come on with your BS, cause we ready for you.
See the thing, what they did learn from Steele was that that little situation where they got the fighting in the club and all that that trigger a lot of emotions out of Woody. Like he get mad when they bring up his ass getting knocked out and having a black eye and his lip. So him constantly showing like, nigga, ain't nobody beat me up and ain't nobody gonna do this to me. It's showing the jury like, hold on, this the nigga who really got motive because he's still mad to this day about that motherfucking lip and that black eye. He hit me from the it wasn't him. It was another nigga. Another nigga did it. It
I
wasn't
just
my.
wonder why the defense didn't want to. Why the defense didn't want to let the juror go? It must be the alternate that's really bad. That's next up that they don't want. Gotta be.
There was some of them conflicted on that. Like I think they got They got
They all said no though.
no, everybody. No, the black lady on the last row said that they didn't mind. The lady that sit next to Shannon said that they didn't mind to let the juror go. And D. Williams and Adams even looked at D. Williams like, why you say that? And because D. Williams said that she wanted to keep the juror. And Adams and everybody looked at her upside her head like she said something wrong. So I don't know. I have no clue. I think they probably sold I don't know, some of them sold on this jury that they gonna get the right conviction out of them or something. I don't know. But they didn't seem like they was on the same page about that.
At all. But today was a good day, y'all. Today was a good day overall.
He said, "See, D. Williams shouldn't say shit, but good morning."
She don't say shit.
That's
but
the
good
only
morning.
thing. Right, that's the only thing I don't get with D. Williams, because this is what I'm thinking that D. Williams is more like a newer attorney, and I'm thinking like, even like, think of something like, this is your time to shine. This is your time to, sell yourself. What, whether you're not getting that great of a pay for Lil Rod, but at the end of the day, like, take for instance when Miss Abasi came in there. Miss Abasi came in there like a shining star for Lil Rod, and she was just quoting the law and saying, why they should, keep things out. And she won in a lot of her statements, but she was just like, advocating. And and then, but Miss D. Williams, and no shade to, to Miss D. Williams, but I just feel like, just, is it anything you can say? It's like she says nothing.
Well, to her benefit, she did want to get off this trial. So anybody that want to get off this trial, I don't expect them to want to say too much. Lil Rod, remember her client, the nigga that's stealing suckers and Starbursts and shit.
So I knew you was gonna say that.
Don't be on her head too much. Now her client is one of the dumbest niggas in the room. His funky ass in there looking like Blade and shit, like he ain't did shit, knowing he causing hell and shit in the jail, stabbing motherfuckers and shit with a piece of Starburst in his pocket.
She's been practicing law since 2019.
Who, D. Williams?
Right, so this is 20.
Ain't she a public defender?
No, she's not a public defender.
I think they had to use her. They had to go because of the Fulton County situation. They had to contract out to different agencies in order to be able to provide, because they don't have enough public defenders. So like she's a contractor. Because I saw her when she took them to court. And I'm in the medical field, so sorry. And then Judge Glanville had to decide whether she had to stay on this case or not. And they were fighting her, because she was saying her pay. I think they're only paying her like $50,000 a year, and as an attorney, that's minimal. And then they agreed, I think, to give her like $5,000 more a year, which really is not much for an attorney. And it's a lot for one case. But if she has to sit there every day, she's making, and if they go like 9 to 10 hours a day, she's really, like she said, she's only making just as much as someone at Chick-fil-A, not shading Chick-fil-A, but as a lawyer, when you get multiple clients, you're able to, rack up your income, and she can't do that.
So she works for a Supreme law firm. She's a private attorney, and they contracted her to, just like what's the name attorney? Woody's attorney is a private attorney. He's not a public defender. So
the Engelberger man, he's not a. Oh, okay.
But if I was Woody, I would not trust that attorney as far as I can throw him, honey. You hear me?
Well,
and I bet you he has.
I trust her more than a Caleb Bumpus, so shit. What's gonna be it?
I don't know, D. I probably would trust Caleb Bumpus more, only because
they're gonna lock your retarded ass up. Then you and Sabelle gonna be next to each other.
Sabelle,
you and Sabelle gonna be right next to each other.
Sabella, but no, the only reason I say that is because the simple fact, Kayla wasn't hired by the state. And it's not saying I was trusting Kayla to do a job for me, but Kayla wasn't hired by the state. He was. That judge had his number ready. Like, that's weird. Like, I would have wanted, like, and it's crazy because he got all that money right now. Why wouldn't you pay for your own private attorney?
Just who got all that money?
Woody, you flashing all that money online. Why wouldn't you pay for your own private attorney?
Oh, he wasn't finna keep getting Kayla wasn't finna keep representing him because of the backlash. She knew they was after Melnick, so they was gonna be after her ass next. But
I would trust her though. After she sat there and didn't do what she was supposed to do the first time, no.
But this is the thing, she used to work for the state. If you don't remember, before they started roasting her ass and told her she didn't pass the smell test, she was, you know what I'm saying that they were good people outside of this trial and X, Y, and Z. Now it's later on now that she flipped the script and she be talking bad about them. But at first she was, you know what I'm saying, siding with them and all that. And let's not forget, she the reason why they still got their jobs on this trial right now, because she said it didn't too much happen in the ex parte meeting, and she couldn't recall a lot of the.
Which was very stupid. She pissed me off so bad. Oh my God.
Exactly. I think D. Williams' big ass would at least lied up there and said, you know what I'm saying, they tried to coerce her with a donut or something. Like, she would have gave him some type of juice. But
a donut.
Look, she looked like she liked to eat, man. Her and Leroy sharing snacks and Starbursts and shit. That's how he got the damn shit anyway. She's sneaking.
I like to eat.
Well,
I'm starving right now.
Look, you need to stay away from whatever plates D. Williams snatching up after court. You need to stay away from. And her little candy bars and her candy bags and shit. You need to leave that shit alone.
It look like I know 30 people that look like that.
Everybody know a D. Williams. Everybody do. Everybody know.
I didn't know she was that big though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I did. I did, because I guess because I saw her when she was trying to fight for more money, and they were like really chenching, and they really my thing is, this is a special case, and I think that she should have won that case, because of the prediction of the length of the trial is not the same now as it was when she accepted the deal. So I think that they should accommodate her way more than just $5,000 more. So you give him 50, now it's 55, but that I don't think that's fair. I didn't think that was fair.
No, that's no shade to any big backs in the family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's a difference between when D. Williams like to what is you doing with your back? It's a difference between D. Williams or when you look like you like to eat and you like to eat. A lot of y'all tell us y'all like to eat. Well, it's a difference when you can see somebody and say they look like they like to eat. So any big backs and all that, listen to this. No shade, none of that going on. No big back shade. Please sit your ass down.
Hey, D and Tasha, you know what? I wanted to make sure I remember to ask y'all. Remember our I think we was late night with D one night. Remember we at the end we was talking about that video homicide and it came right up in the courtroom. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably did watch it, but if I was on D panel, I would sleep.
Bro, yeah.
Nope.
No, she was up there. She just was snoring. She was up there.
Oh.
We watched that homicide video, and bro, I told you there was nut in the video and all this shit. It's crazy how they ran all that back this late.
I said we was just talking about that 2 weeks ago, and Brian pulled it right on out on him.
Man, what? Short. If your bald head ass be watching, what it do? What it do? But yeah, and that video was wild. And you know what I'm saying? So they with him, and he brought it up either before or right after, you know what I'm saying? They got to talking about the busted lip and the, you know what I'm saying, the black eye and all that shit. So it all makes sense. So like, bro, y'all talking about y'all ain't know what was going on, but you didn't reenacted a whole play of killing Nut, and it ain't had nothing to do with YSL. Thug ain't no Future on the song. He ain't in the cut. He ain't nowhere near on the song. It's you and Threat.
You can't clean that up.
No,
Right. So then so then do we think in Tasha and I don't know if Slick is still on. I can't tell who the other one. But then do we think, let me ask y'all, do y'all think it was Woody and Threat in that car?
I think it definitely could have been Woody, Threat, and Lil D. Who knows? But you know,
Mhm.
it was Woody. I think that we can just nip that in the bud. We knew for sure because with Threat being dead, that alleviates that because we know for a fact that he was actually in some smoke that got him killed. But the fact that we seeing Woody reactions about behind, like, oh, you stole from Nut truck, oh, Nut gave it back. Like how we like if you really picturing that, like think about somebody robbing somebody's truck and the chain and all that. Like he be making himself look stupid when he say, I don't know if chains mean anything to rappers. Like you look real guilty when you say stupid shit like that because you on here trying to say you telling the truth and all that other shit. But it's a lot of shit that once it come around and they knock on their door, you like, I don't know. So you make yourself look guilty. Like the responses he gave when he was like, do you got any proof? Well, clearly anything you responded to, do you got any proof to? You done fucking did it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's the common sense. So
Right.
So obviously him and Lucci and all them folks was actually beefing for real. And considering Threat just got his ass killed, hey, he making it look real Threatish and Woody-ish.
Yeah, it's really looking like it was a Mechanicsville beef altogether to me. I'm thinking that something wasn't going right in between that Mechanicsville and what was that, Summerhill, and I forgot I think it was all internal. I think it was a neighborhood beef some kind of way. And
You
it's
gotta
surrounded
believe.
Threat and Woody. I'm just really thinking that because I feel like every time they get close to those questions, I notice a change in Woody's demeanor. Like he's like not the same. Like starts to get very defensive and he blinks a lot. And I'm like, I'm thinking that it might have been Woody and Threat.
Yeah. Now, like right, just the same energy that they give in this trial, they need to, like Mel said, they need to give whoever killed Threat, they need to get in a little situation the same type of energy since they trying to ride nuts so you know what I'm saying hard.
I doubt it.
Look at KJ trying to sneak around.
Killing my name.
They need to give whoever killed the same energy that they giving nuts. They need to give it to Threat, and we need to find out who killed Threat.
Slick, I don't know if you have us muted or not, but I wanted to make sure that you see this comment. That's why I highlighted it for you.
Me, who all up here? I know it's me, Slick.
Kids they up here.
My fault. I'm over here writing out different locations that I want the group to visit.
Who the other person?
I got Sierra and KD visiting.
It's me. It's
McDaniel
Keys.
Street.
Oh, Keys in the cut. I should have known. I was like, that son picture.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
Sierra
my
visiting
son.
McDaniel Street.
Hey now.
Yeah.
I was just listening, but I wanted to say, okay, first of all, when Woody called the one girl dirty, what's her name? She was on Love and Hip Hop.
Sierra.
Valerie.
You talking about
The one, was it named Valerie? Because he was called
Akbar. It was Akbar.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
What she got to do? She was on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, she been on a lot of reality TV and stuff.
Hold on, let me see if I can find her.
I thought he called Valerie dirty, the one was on the phone.
I thought that was Akbar in that picture.
Because remember, because she said, because remember when Hilton said, "Is this the Valerie that what was it?" Because Dolly was, well, I guess they call it Max at that time. Max, she was saying something, and she was talking about, yeah, and I'm, her fat, this, that, and the other, and whatever. And then she put up the picture and said, "Is this the Valerie y'all were talking about?" And that was the Valerie that was outside when they were all trying to buy lean one day out in that parking lot. Wasn't that her?
I'm not sure, but I thought it was. I was asking a question more or less because I wasn't 100% sure because I didn't go back and look at it. But I thought it was Akbar though. That was because she used to be with them when they were younger. She was with them, like in some of those videos they showed previously. she's in those.
Oh yeah.
Her.
Akbar ghetto.
She never can fight. She never can fight. She has a lot of mouth, but can never fight.
But she's in a lot of those videos they had played a while ago that where they was all in the background, you know, yelling YSL and stuff or whatever.
On a rock crew back then.
Right. So I thought that picture they recently showed was her, but I wasn't for sure though. But I think that Steele and them today, they really basically knew all the answers before they even asked Woody. And I feel like they used everything the state had presented. Most of it was just they used their own stuff against them. And I think Hilton and Love are still arrogant in the case, thinking they're presenting the case that they, you know, should be. But I think they lost this case, honestly. I mean, we all know that, but I'm as far as presenting the case with evidence and, you know, is what you can prove. So as far as that, you know, not the public opinion, as far as presenting this case in front of the jury, I don't think they, you know, I think the defense did a good job. These last couple of days, I think all the lawyers did a good job.
Mm-hmm. I think the problem is with Love and Hilton. I think they didn't anticipate Glanville getting out of the case, because I don't think a lot of this stuff would be about because the fact that Woody was charged with lying, like on he was charged with lying basically. That with the shit that Shaw was bringing up that they dropped in like January of this year. Like, how you a star witness and you've been charged with lying to the courts and all this shit, but the court's gonna use you to tell the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. I'm like, all this shit a clown show. I think that this only could have happened in Atlanta, to where they let us black folks do what we want to do and shit like that, because there ain't no way. This shit even
They made the police look crazy.
They definitely make the look crazy. Especially Dennis and Gaither and all them. That shit, they make their ass look hungry as hell.
I want to show y'all something real quick.
That was the one before that. The one you had before that, Tasha. That was the person before that they was calling dirt. Oh, okay, sorry.
This one first. You fine.
Like 8 times.
Really? What's your craziest story?
I asked with a girl one night like 8 times.
Really?
On the steps, in the living room. And she kept laughing. Like, damn, that whole laugh, you feel me? Like, but every time I was right back on hard. Man, I woke up like 2 days later, man, my shit was burning. Yeah, man, she did it to me. She just kept laughing because she knew she burned me.
What do you mean she was burning you?
She was laughing because she knew she had something. She gave me chlamydia, whatever you call it.
Chlamydia.
Oh.
I thought I was dying too.
And you had with her 8 times in one night. And she was laughing.
And she was laughing.
Did you ever confront her?
I told the whole Atlanta.
Really?
I told people at the doctors and everything, her name, her phone number, her address.
Definitely as hell.
Cause she gonna kill somebody.
All right, so this is the second thing I want to show y'all, because this is Akbar's response to Woody.
Tell the jury how should you use Exhibit 60WA verified anything that you said to the police on June 10th, 2015.
Objection V, and it's the same question. Just refrain.
Sustained. Besides that being a photograph or an image of a video, what does that picture mean to you that you were shown yesterday?
That she was dirty as hell back in the day.
Thank you, sir.
Even today.
Hold on, y'all. So let's go through the rest of it, and then I'm gonna let y'all finish. She said, Woody, you one lying ass nigga. You know damn well I was never around you. Me and you, oh, this is such a long run-on sentence. Me and you never even liked each other. You just sitting on the damn stand lying on me. when me and you was around each other? When was me and you around each other? As I recall, when me and Thug fell out, you never was nowhere around me. The messed up part is, you know this when I just heard the call. So she said my name. You didn't tell her my name until she said it to you. You wanted to say anybody's name. Why not the person who was beefing with Thug? You one sick individual. 2015 to 2016, this is me in a Louis Vuitton cow leather bag. This around the time King Gouch 1K had the bowling alley popping, lying piece of shit. I never knew nothing about what you talking about. Why you put my name in your mouth, knowing damn well you cap ugly special SSA boy. This real Louis shirt, shoes, and a bag. I had to go back to Facebook, and I wasn't even around Thug during the time you was around him because I fell out with him. How could the baby? What the system? I don't, baby. That's not official.
She
I
said,
don't
yes.
can't even pronounce that, but I'm a Judish call. System can just let someone lie on your name and try and sabotage your credibility. Baby, you need to learn how to spell. I can't, which that's what she said. That's what the fuck is? Yeah, she was dirty.
Juridical system.
She was definitely dirty. She gave dirty.
Okay, so Valerie and Akbar is the same person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
But it's something else because wasn't she in those jail calls that still was playing and she was talking to Woody while he was in jail?
Yeah, I think that was her.
That was her, right? Did y'all see when Thug slapped Akbar?
No, I heard about it.
Ooh.
I never said no. I don't know about it.
Because I was wondering why they was beefing anyway. Because when she was on Zeus, the auntie's podcast, she wouldn't really. She kind of like hinted around to some things, but not really trying to say stuff.
Yeah.
And it's cool. They like kind of like made up maybe or whatever.
Candy, you said that wing home. I know one of them was his sister. She had him all of some of he missed.
It's in. You know that, nigga. You know that. That ain't career. You know that. All that gangster talk. Yeah. And you know what? You know I run up on down the hole. You know I think I run up down the hole. You know what's up with me, right? Look at that you dump that whole 5 days. You gotta check this home. You know what you mean? You know. You know what, man? We ain't gonna make no fun. Man, she need to work that, man. You gonna give a bitch $1 million. Man, she finna get paid. Give a bitch $1 million. She finna get paid. No.
Well, people make me mad when they say they got it and they don't got it. So I'm looking for the video of him slapping her. And
You can tell he probably did smack the shit out of her ass. He was.
it looked like it.
He wants Yeah, they ain't. Everybody just keep talking about it right after he did it. I don't think they're gonna show it.
Well, hey. Well, go ahead, D.
No, I'm saying nothing. What up, Lily? You know the rest of y'all. What it do, gang?
Dirty Cup gang.
What y'all think the state gonna do on Cross? Because I know they mad and they got a whole bunch of points. They talking about they got another hour or two, so that really mean about 4 more hours.
They're gonna take it all day.
Yeah.
They
They
gonna
mad.
take
What y'all think Love and Hilton was saying to each other when they
Yeah,
was grabbing? She grabbed Hilton's arm.
that a
people
lot
said
of
they
it.
was arguing, but I don't think
No,
they
I
were
think
arguing.
I think that a lot of this stuff they was talking about wasn't in evidence. As far as like the stuff that the defense was bringing up. So, Hilton, instead of Love wanting Hilton to object to it, she just probably was telling her, "Sit your ass down, because we can probably piggyback up off of that shit, or just leave it where it's at, so we can ask this behind it, or you know what I'm saying?" Because when they brought up the $300,000 and shit like that, they got mad and shit. Like it was a lot of. They ain't like this shit. That whole little cross with steel and sharp, that whole thing that they pulled, they ain't like none of that. But I do think Doug was short and sweet. Like he did everything he was supposed to do. He alluded to it being 10 years ago that he a liar. That you know what I'm saying? He did all that.
Yeah,
But
I like
Sharp,
the way Doug Weinstein handled Woody.
yeah, that was good. Well, they all did
And he
good.
brought it back to the church on him because he been watching him online.
They all been watching him. They all been watching him like a hawk.
Church ain't do nothing for that nigga.
It did.
But when they redirect, they have to go off of what happened on Cross. They can't bring up anything new unless somebody on Cross opened the door to something.
Correct.
So right. So I'm just trying to figure out what I think they're going to dig themselves a deeper hole if they go into if I believe that the defense are smart enough where they're confident that the information they had is what it is. So you're gonna redirect on their cross. But I think that if they go too deep, it's just gonna make them worse, because then they're just gonna come back. They're gonna come back and really hammer them. That's what I was thinking. They're gonna play a dangerous game if they go back at them, because they
Yeah,
didn't even know they was gonna come with that. It's gonna get worse if they do it. If they take it further. But one thing I noticed about Love, she don't like to lose. And that's why I think that, you know, I think that it was a dangerous game in the beginning to bring Woody up there, but I guess, that's all you got. They want to bring those recordings in, but then those recordings wind up showing the exact opposite of what they thought it would show. So that's my spell on it. I think that they're going to play a dangerous game if they retouch that. They better get in and get out.
yeah, but we know they coming with something.
Everything on the floor.
This they
Ain't
start with.
nothing left on. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, you good. Go ahead. You good. Love and Hilton should leave it alone and move on to the next witness. She does have 100 some more witnesses. Yeah. And I think they finna do a lot of them worse. They probably know they finna have to go in on a lot of more witnesses that they probably was gonna, you know what I'm saying, give a little leeway. They're gonna have to, because this just buried them. This just put them back a whole lot. A whole lot.
And I said, when they get the moon team, I think that's gonna be another train wreck. I really do, because I went back, like how these Love and Hip Hops. I went back to even when they had the Cleveland Avenue picnic and Thug. I guess Thug. I never saw Thug there, but I saw Woody. I saw Tick. I saw Moonton. Woody came driving in on his 3-wheeler. They were all younger and stuff like that at this, picnic. I just don't. I mean, a lot of stuff they did was wrong as far as the snitching is concerned. But I don't think they're going to get what they think they're going to get out of these boys on the stand. And I just think it's a dangerous game putting them up there, because I don't think they're going to do it. I mean, so far no one has. And my thing is, DK and Tick took a plea, but they didn't fold on the stand. Think how everybody think about them with that plea. It's contrasting on how you look at it. That's fine, but at the end of the day, when they got on the stand, they did not fold on the stand. Tick didn't. DK didn't. Even the one guy who was not even associated, he didn't. What's they gonna try to bring him back? But what was the one that said, "Man, I'm so high on the stand"? He didn't. Nobody's folding on the stand. So my thing is that if you got something, you better. I don't know why you probing into these guys, because I don't think I just don't think they're gonna get it out of them. They're not going to get anything out of it. They just making it look worse and worse and worse.
I mean, it was worth a good try, and we saying all this now that Glanville ain't there no more. So I think the tables will be a little different and swinging more. Well, it'll still be on the. I still think the defense would be winning or whatever, but we wouldn't be getting this type of leeway if Glanville still was in there helping them. So.
Nah, because he wouldn't even allow them to say anything regarding to those warrants. He would have excluded all of that. They wouldn't have been able to even mention it.
And the ex parte wouldn't be mentioned no more. All that, like none of that would have been going on.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I say, but I was thinking myself, I said there was a long 30 days we waited until Reese came on, or whatever her name is, Whitaker came on, but it was well worth it, because if they would have kept Glanville, that just would have been a sinking ship.
Yeah, it would have been over with.
Baby,
I think they put.
When I figured out about Lil Mike and Quest not being real people, I said, "Oh Jesus!" The state did not even check these people at all.
What's funny, Lil Mike and Quest? I was. Woody was just lying his butt off, no matter what he just lied about everything.
I think the defense put the case together. Like, they really made it make sense. Like, whatever the missing piece was, I feel like they made it make sense.
Mr.
And
Dirty
you know what
Cup.
else, Keith? Oh.
No, go ahead. I'm just trying to figure out if Slick not fell asleep yet.
I felt like Steele made it a lot more understandable when he didn't do like Hilton did and played this whole long 15-minute. He just went to the key points and he played it, then talked about it. Played it and then talked about it. It made you understand it better. But just listen to the whole thing and then come back to questions. That was a bad decision. I hope that if I don't want the prosecution, because I do believe that, but I hope they learn something from Steele on that aspect. People understand it
was
better.
master class. He was master class. He was teaching Hilton something. Plus, even I agree with you. And even when he was reading the transcript out and then asking him the question, I think that was, good too.
See,
it was allowed you to follow it. But the way Hilton did it, it's like, I mean, I know you're not like a new attorney. Why didn't you do it the way Steele did it?
See, I think it's because Steele played for the long game. Steele might do some things that everybody don't like and all this other shit sometimes, but he played a game to win on paper, so that when he go to the appeal courts, like, he can easily say, I asked this star witness, did he say that he did all of those crimes, and who did he tell them to? And just like Woody said, these two right here, like, that little simple one-liner did everything Shark did in 4-5 hours, because you cannot admit to the same crimes that somebody is on trial for. So they won regardless of however this go, with that one little line of questioning right there. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever admit on paper and in the ex parte that you did all of these crimes? He said yes. That right there get everybody off.
When he said, I hear you.
And what was you getting ready to say, D, when that part, you was getting ready to say the one part I like too, when he was saying, basically pointing them out, the prosecutors. What was I forget what question you was getting ready to say it.
Yeah, he was asking him who came and talked to you and all of that, and who were the two that, you know what I'm saying, basically who were the main two that you told this to without your lawyer being around. He said these two right there. I kept telling these two no. So all that
I
right
got a
there.
question, D. Why wouldn't that, since Hilton and Love went there and they talked to Woody, they got information, and I feel like the information that they retrieved was Brady. So why wouldn't that be a Brady violation? Because they didn't turn that over to the defense.
That's why they said they didn't they can't testify. That's why they claimed they didn't take no notes. Remember, the Brady evidence would have been the notes and stuff that they took. Would have how Steele hit on, did they record your phone calls? Didn't you and Gaither call each other plenty of times that y'all ever recorded? That would have been the Brady evidence, and they claim that they ain't got that. But as a detective, just like you remember Detective Dennis came up there, the dude that be on the actual show. Not Dennis, it's the other one. Who I'm thinking about? The nigga who thought he thought he was so cool. He thought he was so fucking cool, brother. Nigga, the one that saw Thug at the
one from First 48.
Yeah,
man, he be on that. They got their own show, but
who seen him at the mall?
Yeah, what's his name?
He was the mall security.
Yeah, his pussy ass. It's gonna bother me if I don't remember his name, right? But y'all know who I'm talking about. The light skinned nigga who can't swear he's smooth.
And he did, the one that was over the laundromat one. I can't remember his name right now though.
Him and his partner didn't him and his partner testify that's on that show, or just one of them?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Right.
Yeah, but he the main one. Like he the Quinn, Detective Quinn. They're gonna got it. I knew one of them gonna come to go. Detective Quinn. His pussy ass.
I'm just ready for Detective Thorpe.
No,
I'm waiting for Viverita.
She already came though, hasn't she?
No. Viverita ain't been up there.
Oh yeah. But like I was saying with Quinn, he said that he recorded all of his phone calls. Like that's what a good detective do. When you call, he keep a recorder in his pocket. You remember he was hitting on that the whole time. Like when I talk to somebody, I make sure it's all recorded. So the fact that Woody had these niggas' phone numbers, Gaither and Dennis, like you calling them, but it's never recorded. Like all that would have been Brady evidence that they claimed they didn't have. So all that's gonna be all that's the little shit that win you in a appellate court. So they already won. Really, this is really a wrap. Now it's just a dick swinging contest for the lawyers now on who gonna embarrass each other more. You know what I'm saying? To make each other look stupid.
What about?
I think Atkins is at the other table.
He got tired of being in between them two, all that bickering and passing notes and all that extra stuff.
Right.
And it seemed like they put Brown and the younger folks on behind him. So I don't know what they had going on.
I haven't seen BBL Brown. It's only been the blonde braids.
I saw him in the camera view one of them times, and then I saw him.
He been there.
Oh,
because he always looking in the camera.
I haven't seen one.
But this a wrap. This is a wrap. Woody was their star witness, and he did everything everybody else was supposed to do and more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because today really, yeah. My favorite
is the Zachary. What's the one guy? Is that the same guy y'all was talking about? Lil D or somebody?
Ain't he in the hospital?
That's what they was saying, but they was saying he was ready. I thought they said he was ready or something when she was asking them earlier, like they got word that they both got the same email. I could be confused, but the judge said she got an email and Miss Love said she got an email too confirming. And so they was trying to see how long that they had to wait out before they could come and, testify.
That's Moonton, and Moonton's lawyer was the one. Moonton's lawyer was saying that he was going to be out of town. Mm-hmm. Zachary, for some, and they said that they thought that, I don't know if you all remember that, but I think it was, I want to say it was Hilton, or maybe it was Hilton or Love, said that they believed that Zachary was going to be a difficult witness. So does Zachary, besides him being in the hospital, he don't want to come?
But with a subpoena, you gotta come regardless. But him being in the hospital, like if he's in the hospital, he's in the hospital. Like they can't make him leave the hospital to come testify.
But him being out of state though,
They
that's
gotta
another
they gotta come from out of state. That don't mean nothing.
Right, but I'm just saying that they probably I don't think this. I think it's going to be a wrap. Like I don't think that they're going to get much out of him. I don't think they're getting a lot out of Moonton. And I just don't know who are they going to have to support this case.
Man, the fact that everybody this trial is on a platform that is on and everybody watching, that helps the case with nobody wanting to talk. Like don't nobody want, like if this case was probably no cameras and all that, people would probably be more prone to talk or whatever. But the fact that you got the whole,
And everybody could see it.
yeah, the whole rap game, everybody watching this, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't finna get no cooperation out of nobody. You see, Woody didn't even want to talk. He just scared to go back to jail because he still had active pending, you know what I'm saying, stuff that they had on his top to send him back for. But and then he, you know what I'm saying, what makes him so nervous is he actually did it. He actually did the work. So that's the only reason why he this nervous and they getting this much out of him anyway.
Exactly. Because why did he want to go talk to his lawyer to be when Shard asked him that one question? And like you said before, the one thing he said, you got proof.
Yeah. They got proof shit, yeah. It lets you know he did it. And he one of the worst type of people because he actually is a real shooter, but he one of them folks that he cannot do no time. You can tell jail, he really hate jail. Like you can tell he really hates jail. But he willing to do whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm the son on the street stuff.
But I think
Make me irritated with him is that if you gonna be that gangster, you should be able to go do your time. Like that's the part that I don't like.
Nah, it's over with him.
But that's what I think, like, the main thing that's going to get these dudes caught up is their own words, like, their own phone calls and shit like that being used against them is what's going to, I think, really hurt them the most, to be honest. Because I feel like a lot of the evidence is, like, BS for real. But those wiretaps and hearing them, basically, like, hearing stuff from their own mouth and stuff, I think that's going to hold a lot of weight with the jury.
See, but the problem is with this situation is it's no innocent victims really. It wasn't no real innocent victims. Like everybody was in the streets and all that, and that's why Woody is even out now because a lot of his victims and all this stuff, they don't, you know what I'm saying? They either don't talk because they did or they don't talk because they want they get back on the streets anyway. And that's usually how it's supposed to be. But Woody was in a situation where he was, you know what I'm saying? They used his ass to
I'm
get.
just wondering how Shell Cal feel about all this.
Oh, we
Is
know
Shell
how.
Cal locked up? Is he locked up right now?
I
Yeah,
heard he was in the feds.
yeah, he locked up. But we know how they feel. Threat just died. Who we think killed Threat?
Right. I am.
That's Nuts' brother, right?
No, Threat is Woody best friend. That's the one.
No, Shell Cal.
Oh, Shell killed. No, I don't know if he just a friend or the cousin or something like that.
They call brothers, but I don't think they blood brothers.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, okay.
Greedy is his
They
brother.
Greedy is the brother. Okay, right.
Yeah.
And then Shell Cal is related to Greedy some kind of way, but they don't have like a biological link. The link is Greedy and Shell Cal. Somehow Shell Cal and Greedy has a link, some type of family. And then Greedy is with Nuts family. Nuts brother. So then they all called each other brothers, even though Nut and Shalkel weren't biological brothers. I think that's how I got it, because even the mama couldn't even describe. I was like, wait a
Right,
minute, she had me
right.
lost.
Yeah, she couldn't even get it together. So you know it's something up. And then you know all of them blood, so they call each other brothers and all. That's my blood, brother, blood, cause all this anyway. So you would
So
never
y'all,
know.
question: who did Woody interview with? Because it wasn't a Danza project. He must have just did an interview with them.
Who?
It was DJ
He
Hugh
did
or
a lot of
somebody in
people.
Chicago.
He did an interview with the Danza project too, just
Right,
recently.
Danza and
That
DJ
was
Hugh.
Danza was
He
one of the
did it
first
with
ones,
that.
and then the
He did
Chicago
it
one
with
was like
that
last week.
guy, with that black guy that was. He was saying a lot on there. He was sitting on the couch.
Yeah,
With that dog.
I don't watch his interviews, man. He do a whole lot of talking and capping and shit like that. Like he make it sound, you know how he try to make himself look stupid on the stand and all that. He try to make himself look overeducated, not on no TI shit, but you can tell he try to get too many little sympathy votes and shit on these interviews and all that other shit. And I ain't rocking with it. Now I sympathize with him about his mom and them being gone and all this other shit, but if you a menace like that to where you ready to kill a nigga at the drop of a dime, and literally at the drop of a dime, there ain't no way that you supposed to be even going in their line like you did. Like, bro, you came up with whatever you could on whoever you could.
But like he said on Off the Porch, and I think I can't remember his Danza or the DJU, he was saying that he grew up in a trap house. He said his mama's house, his grandmother's house was a trap house, and his mother's house was a trap house. So he grew up around us. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, some things like he
But
may have
even growing
learned
up
from the wrong
around it,
people.
Boo-hoo.
you did.
Like, cry me a river.
But
It be the sympathy train for me. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get
right,
it.
and
No, I
even
ain't saying
growing
it's
up around
sympathizing with
it,
him. I'm saying that that's probably where he learned it from, because it's learned behavior. Like he's around this since he was little. So
but
what
I
the
don't
stuff
think
he's
he
doing is
learned to
learned
snitch
behavior.
around people. I don't think that's a fad. I don't think that's majority of the hood growing up in the trap. You got everybody in the trap snitching. I don't think
No, I don't
that's
talk.
what a learned behavior.
I'm not talking about the snitching. I'm talking about like the little, like the gaming people, the lying, the deceit, the all these different things. I think that if from birth you're growing up and seeing this, then this is what you're doing. Is it an excuse for him snitching? Is it an excuse for him killing? No, but I believe that that's learned behavior. That's just me. I mean, I could be the only one, but I do think like if that you grow up seeing that and you're in that from day one, then you know he's in a game since he was little. And I feel like, in my opinion, is that there's no clean when you in the street. There's nothing clean about that. Everything is it's no clean. Uh, Actually, it's no clean fights. There's no clean anything. There's no clean behavior when it's all about the street. There's nothing clean about
Yeah,
that.
but it's definitely it used to be rules to it that now
Yeah,
it's
I
definitely
agree.
watered down and desensitized now, but it definitely used to be rules to it. You couldn't
Mhm.
pull up to shoot at somebody and they shoot back and you get hit, and then you get the chance to snitch on them just because you the one got hit. Like that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's unheard of, or used to be unheard of.
Right. I agree on that. That's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, keep it in the streets. You don't go to YouTube and do on the porch and let everybody gangsters move in silence. I'm confused.
And then listen, then we can't get these little young niggas a pass because a lot of them folks was around money at a young age, no matter where they came from. These niggas was around Birdman and them at a young age. So they seen money. They saw a way out. They just, you know what I'm saying, want to stand on business. You know, the shooter nowadays is more glorified than the lawyer, than the pastor, than any, you know what I'm saying, blue, white, whatever, you know what I'm saying, anything. The shooter nowadays, that's the nigga that all these everybody want to be nowadays. If you a black young nigga coming up, you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
To a part of for being black as a young nigga nowadays, maturity is realizing that being a rapper ain't cool no more. You know what I'm saying. It used to be that I don't know. playing outside or cussing or not going to school, or you know what I'm saying, skipping school and all the other shit. Nowadays, maturity is saying
Mhm.
that the rapper lifestyle is not it. Because look at think it what's King Von? Like that shit is glorified now. It's more people that want to be King Von than want to be Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying?
Young boy.
Yeah, or NBA YoungBoy. Even more. It's so many. It's more young niggas that want to be an NBA YoungBoy than anything you can name on this earth. Any job position, anything.
Mhm. That's true. Y'all see, little baby got locked up. Was it yesterday or was it yesterday?
Yup. Yup. They finna take
But they
your
been, I don't know
ass.
why they know they watching him. I don't understand why he wouldn't think people watching him. Eh, I don't know why. I'm gonna leave that alone. But I don't know why he wouldn't think that. Why would he put himself in that position?
Man, you got to realize money is the root of all evil. So with everybody be at home like me, that's why I'm blessed, because it's nothing that a rapper could show me that make me think that they living a better lifestyle than I am, and I'm content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not have $1 million and all the other shit and all that, but at least I don't have to have $1 million on me and worry about my life in jeopardy every day. You know what I'm saying? And my lane of getting money is disrespecting somebody and making them want to kill me. So just imagine that. My profession is making somebody want to kill me, but my whole goal is to run up the money. Meanwhile, I'm making more and more enemies that want to kill a nigga about this money. And then the more money you get in it, you look how many folks like y'all. I'm sure it's so many little young niggas and shit. The cool thing nowadays to do is get a chain and put your name on it. Like, everybody want a name. They want a name so bad they going to get a chain and putting their whole name on it. It used to be we grew up and put the first letter of our name and that be the chain. Now these niggas want their whole name on their chain. Whole politicking with mail on the whole chain. Like, what the fuck? Like, it ain't just the M for male no more. It's politicking with male, the whole fucking thing. They got a whole sentence on their chain nowadays and shit. And people killing behind that shit. Look, I knew she was gonna start tripping.
Gee, did you see this?
You say Jiggy? What Jiggy is?
Jiggy. No, I said, did you see this?
What's that? We don't see nothing.
You should see it. Whoever is running Shell Kale's page, I don't know if y'all might come up with this video, but y'all are not doing yourself any favors by posting this stuff.
What they post? Yo, what is it?
A mess. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. But
Give us a hint.
hold on. I gotta share it to myself. Shout out to KD. Y'all know you gotta give people their props when they props is due. But give me 1 second.
Shell Kill trying to ignite the beef. Well, it ain't never been no water on it, so shit.
But is Shell Kel still? Is he out? Is he out?
No, he's still behind the wall, if I'm not mistaken. Guess what?
This was posted on his page. And this ain't even the bad one. And this is the better one. Y'all, and if y'all have not, go to KD page and subscribe. Fuck that watermark. See, I can't watermark something that ain't mine. This is KD's on y'all. Y'all, everybody tell Katie, thank y'all.
KD, shout out to KD.
Thank you. What is that? That was 2 days ago.
No, this was today. Let me show. I'm sharing the second one. What does the shell for?
His name, I guess.
Shell cow.
This is his name.
But it's just pointless to insert it right there. No. Like maybe it's just me.
You know, Tasha, you know the rule. You know.
Yeah, they're a little small, but I'm just trying to figure out what's the purpose. Then the snakes on the face. I'm kind of lost. I don't know, y'all. Maybe it's me.
I don't see the snakes on the face. All I see is
She ain't changed it. What the hell?
I'm waiting on it to come up.
I'm sorry, this is funny.
It's giving whoever did this like need to stop.
This was a little bit nut. This new Atlanta exclusive.
So what's it like saying speak shall?
So who's this a picture of?
Shell killing.
Um, so what do the snakes mean? Is they like teardrops?
Oh,
The slime
yes.
shit.
No, that does.
No, listen. He's
Right
saying
under his eye.
no. He's saying he got two slime bodies.
Correct. That's
So
the same thing as teardrops.
y'all know what? Yeah, y'all know what teardrops mean. That's your body count.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So who he killed?
I wouldn't know who got dropped behind a little war in Atlanta. I know Threat got popped, but I don't know if Threat was YSL.
But my thing is that with that speak and that show on there, is that he's saying that nuts told on show cows?
No, remember Shell Kill is the one posted this. No, well, it came from his account. So he just saying Shell Kill speaks, I'm assuming.
But remember when Dennis asked Woody, I guess he was trying to allude that he heard that Shao Kao killed Wood was the one who killed Nut, and Woody was like, "Well, I don't really know."
Yeah, no, he said he never heard that. That's what he said about that.
Yeah, but is it possible that Shao Kao? I don't know.
I mean, anything is possible.
Because I always think that even though I believe there was bullets coming out of that car, but I really think that somebody on that. Remember, we had I mean, everybody got their own opinion, but I personally think that somebody on that sidewalk shot Nut. I don't think it came from that car.
And this is my only debunk for that. This is the third ranking blood member in Georgia. Like, it wouldn't have been no secret on it, and nobody's saying that except for some of us on YouTube. That's never been said that Shell Kill did it. And I just think that he too high ranking, and that war is too active for anybody to slip as the killer, but you know what I'm saying? And he ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but just vision this really quick. Is that if take for instance, if it was a whole setup and White T-shirt said it was a whole bunch of calls and a lot of funny movement, if it was a whole setup, then who would be able to tell it if it was a whole setup? If all of them was in cahoots or whoever was doing it, or how it went down.
Greedy and Shell Kill would be the ones that know.
Yeah, because I remember Greedy going in there. Right, but if for Dennis to ask did Shell Cal do it, did you hear that he did it? And we was like, I don't know about it. But where did Dennis get that from? I don't know. It's just a deep thought, and it just, to me, it never seemed like the bullets that killed Nut came out of that car. It seemed like he got shot on that sidewalk. But we can agree to disagree, of course. That was just my thought. This is my thought.
No, like I said, anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm just going off of what the retaliation behind it, they got their mans. They already know who they think did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So even if we speculate and say, man, it was Shell Kill, guess who they still think on did it? I mean, yeah, who they still did it and still, you know what I'm saying, trying to kill behind it.
I get that. I get that. I just think that
Did you
they
see the
was
post
setting
about
it up.
Deshaun, Tasha?
Y'all seen this?
India.
You see the post about Deshaun?
What that's
Yeah, I
what
see
they
that
say
post.
on that one.
He said, I've been gone away from my family and friends for 3 years on the head because of a wild sale slime. I don't want no smoke with them guys, period. All right? Shell Kill. He's saying that he got snitched on.
Basically.
Shannon.
Brought the receipts.
What did it say? I can barely read that. In that interview, Shannon Jackson advised that he witnessed the parties that were responsible for shooting at the vehicle that he zoom all the way in some more that he was in that ultimately led to Tierra Jones' death, according to this is when Shannon snitched.
Not know the individual's real name, but he was able to provide nicknames to the individual.
This one Shannon snitched.
Nicknames were as follows: Shell Kill, Smoke,
and Maryland. When asked why he did not provide me with this information when first interviewed, Shannon Jackson advised that he was concerned about retaliation against his family, in particular his grandmother.
What the? This nigga shooting at family members?
Yeah, I knew Shannon had snitched or whatever, but you got to realize though, and it ain't no pass for him, whatever. But he was in a difficult situation because he was out with them females and they was in that girl Jeep. And even though, see, that's the thing, these little females be hiding the ass and all this shit, and it always be the wrong place, wrong time. Anytime these little females that come from a good home and all this shit be running behind these rappers and shit trying to get a come up, they karma be that they run into some of this smoke that these little niggas be in. Like NBA Young
2016.
Huh?
Wasn't that when
Yes,
the girl got killed? She got shot in her head when they was
Yeah, this is when a girl got shot in the head.
She was giving them a ride.
Yeah.
And then remember his girlfriend's leg got severed. So his girlfriend, so he was like in double remorse. His girlfriend has half a leg.
Mm-hmm. Then it's like these little females nowadays, they love a shooter until they getting shot at.
No, these females nowadays be in the mix just like the niggas.
Man,
they be in the mix worse. Like
stirring up the pot and all this shit. Loading the gun at home and then, you know what I'm saying? First one's crying and shit, or shit. The first one's in a casket. Cause it always happen like that. The niggas don't get popped. It be the females that get hit first, who ain't even supposed to be there. Like this situation. So he felt like he had to snitch on her, on the situation. So he definitely snitched before.
Yeah, but in that situation though, with the young lady that was deceased and then his girlfriend, her leg got amputated.
Yes,
behind it. I think that he okay, and then he just don't say anything. I think that I mean, I don't know. Like I said, streets might look at it differently, but I think that he had it. I think he had to do it.
Who?
Shannon. He had to say something. He can't just walk away.
See, it's not. See, but you got to look at it like this though. When you in the streets, because all these folks came about the streets. It's not fair for somebody to go take out somebody OG and he be a part of a certain group, and so they get active behind the war. They took out Nut and them. I mean, they took out G-Shine them OG. Like Nut was a real OG. He was one of the biggest ones in their section. So the fact that they didn't snitch behind it and they just got active behind it, the ones who actually did it end up being the ones snitching and all this. So that's why no matter how you look at it, it ain't fair. as far as the street politics. But you know, it's a lot of women watching this trial, and all the women want to see is justice for these black men and all that, which is understandable. But it's folks like Woody that, hey, he can groom your son into being his best friend and throw his ass under the bus like this.
Right. I was talking about Shannon. I think that if Shannon was in a car and they all, all of them got hurt. I think Shannon had a collapsed lung and all this other stuff. And then I was talking about Shannon, not Woody.
But Shannon active too. Shannon is like King Bond.
I'm starting to see that myself, but I'm just saying in this particular situation, when the young lady, whatever she did, I think they was coming from the JJ's Chicken and Fish or whatever. They went to get some, a fish dinner or whatever, and then whatever. Then they start shooting, and then her car turns over. She's dead. His girlfriend's leg gets severed. I mean, and he just sit there and say nothing.
I
I
he couldn't have said nothing, but I feel you. Like he probably felt like he had to say something because it was quote unquote innocent women, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, considering that, I mean, I'm just saying, like, okay, he's outside like that, so you're gonna choose then to try to get at him when he's with like two innocent people. I believe he should have told, but I'm just, but I'm not from the street. Like, I never was like in the street like that. But my opinion, he should at least said something. And then on top of that, besides whatever he said, he also wrote an apology letter.
All right, but what if you found out Shannon was the type of person where he'll spur the next person no matter who they around?
I guess at the same time that somebody should do the same to him. My mind doesn't tick like that. I'm just thinking about if that was my daughter.
Those type of rules don't apply these days. Like, people do not care these days. It ain't women and kids ain't getting spared. Your mama not getting spared. Ain't nobody getting spared.
None of that.
If it's on site, it's on site. It's on site.
There's no morals to it. No more. No morals.
Yeah, and I come from a different era, so I think, again, I just think differently. But I understand what you're saying, but in my era, like, no, it wasn't like, okay, you with your, even in a Woody situation, you got your baby in your hand, they didn't do all of that then. Like, they didn't, when I grew up, that's not how it was. So, I mean, maybe like in y'all era, that's how it is, but in mine, I feel like, yeah, like, that's why I look at little things different. Like, yeah, he should at least, like, that's the least you could do. One girl is dead, the other one got a leg cut off, and then you like, oh well, I'm not gonna say nothing, because I'm true to the streets.
It was worse. It was worse in your era, though. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, witnesses didn't make it to court. You know what I'm saying? Women or not, you didn't make it to court. If you tried to get on the stand and testify against somebody that's got the young thug money, y'all was getting them folks was getting zipped up. So it was
But let me tell you about in my era. What most of these the guys that was in the street, that when they went they got in there for stuff, like money, embezzlement, not paying taxes, everything else. You know why? Because they couldn't get them on anything else because nobody was snitching.
Right.
So it was they got, that's where they was going. So they was on fair time and they was getting there on that. So trust me, my day wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It was like, okay, they putting them on embezzlement.
It was better in a sense that it wasn't a lot of women and kids getting killed and older people. Like that was supposed to be against the code. You know what I'm saying? Against the morals and all of a man in general, streets or in the. So I agree with you.
Yeah, and the female kept the house because they had clubs, businesses, this, that, and houses, and the female kept all the businesses and the clubs and the houses. The dude went to jail on tax evasion and embezzlement because stuff was so rock solid and nobody snitched that they could never get him what was really going on in the street. So they had to get him on tax evasion and stuff like that. They couldn't get him on anything else because nobody told.
See, but nowadays women are more involved in the mess. Like women fighting in the clubs more than men nowadays. If you didn't know, women are more active and more, you know what I'm saying, messy nowadays than ever. Like it's all about who got the biggest BBL and who got the most motion. And it's been like that with niggas, but you know what I'm saying? Women got even more of a, I don't know. Like,
Yeah. I mean, things have definitely gone for, I mean, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And I don't like to bore y'all with well, I wouldn't want to bore you guys with how, you know, the days. I mean, I probably, like I said, I probably have children you guys age, but and I want it again. My main concern with this trial is because I have kids the same age or close to age of
all right, let me ask you this.
of the
Let me ask some of y'all this. Because I know some of y'all know. If that girl that was driving the Jeep that got hit, that Shannon had to write the letter for, if she was one of these females that was on one of these baddie shows that was fighting and all this shit, would you feel the same?
Yes, me. That's me. Y'all might. I would. I feel like that was the
Have
right
y'all
thing to
seen the
do.
way that they beef and the way that they go
I
after
feel
each other?
like if you in the mix, you in the mix. Like if you live by it, you die by it. That's why, like, with people with all the sympathy and stuff, it's like, I mean, okay, it's sad, but like,
It is sad, but it ain't. You're not innocent.
it's kind of low key expected a little bit. Like you live by it, you die by it. Like it is what it is. So if you in the mix, like you get whatever is coming to you. Like it is what it is. Like that's just how it works. Male,
The
But was
female,
she
whatever.
living by it
Like
though? But was
if
she?
you out here setting niggas up and robbing and doing all that kind of stuff, you ain't exempt because you a girl.
Right. Like the girl in the Fulio case. You would have felt bad if she would have got hit in the head, even though she went to Fulio's birthday just to drop his location.
But she was working in the operation of a crime. But I don't, from what I've heard, and I don't know if I'm correct, but from what I heard is that this young lady, as far as with the Stillwell situation, she was just giving them a ride. Like she wasn't in the know like that. So
She was
if
in
she
the
was,
know
if she
enough
was,
to know not to get in his car, not to put him in her car.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
This-
know that. I don't know that.
The reason
But
why
again, I thought she was her. I thought that was her girlfriend. Like his
that
girlfriend was
was
her.
her girlfriend, but that she was in the car with her girlfriend. The girlfriend convinced her to go pick up her boyfriend. But we got to realize that when we know people, we know them. Like she knew what type of time they was on.
Yeah. Like
I
somebody.
can't talk because I done did shit like that a million times, so I can't even talk.
Listen,
So
I was going to say, and like I say, like I said, like even like growing up, like you know, I wasn't in the know like that, but I might have had a cousin or a friend or whatever, especially cousins, you know, that they may not have been on the straight and narrow, but if they call me for a ride, I'll give them a ride, not expecting that I'm going to be shot at. And
no.
if for any of you, I swear to you, I stand on this. I should say. I believe that, like, take for instance, if and anybody says, "Oh no, I don't have anybody in my family like that," you're lying. So you're trying to say that if your cousin, friend, or whatever said, "Hey, I need a can you take me to so and such and such," you wouldn't do it.
I definitely would tell them I'm not doing it. You
But
feel me?
listen though,
See,
listen though.
I would pick up my cousin.
Listen though. This is our
Mm-hmm.
culture.
Or friend.
This is our culture. Did you not hear what Woody said today? That it's normal for him and the rest of them folks. He said everybody around him. Nobody stops at red lights. No, everybody ride with 10 on their cars, even the women. So if you know they living like that and you got them around you, if you not running red lights and all that other stuff, they do not need to be around you, period. Because obviously they got, you know what I'm saying, you know what they own.
But you put yourself as bait too. I'm gonna be for real. My best friend from high school, her sister hung out with guys like that, and she went to go pick her sister up from a house, and ended up her and the two guys, her and her sister got killed. I'm not doing nothing with nobody in the streets. You feel me? You couldn't catch me near Woody, even with how all these people is approaching him. That's dangerous. Y'all trying to get
No.
like too much to be talking about, oh yeah, I'm around Woody and like dropping like locations. I'd be scared. Even if
Yeah,
he
I wouldn't do that.
restaurant that I'm in, I'm be like, ooh, I gotta go.
I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I wouldn't. That's the same way as I wouldn't go to church with him. I would like if you. I may go to his church, but I wouldn't go to church with him. If you understand what I'm saying, I don't care. It's nothing I would do with Woody right now. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that.
Them people don't be scared of God.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that.
Baby, they shoot up churches too. I'd be real scared.
Yeah, I have in the day, like I said, like I've done it. I have. Maybe it wasn't a wise decision, maybe, whatever, but I have like as far I've been with my family members that I know that, maybe not have been on the up and up. I guess God look out for babies and fools and nothing ever happened to me. But I'm just saying that I don't know, maybe the young lady just really wasn't thinking and that far ahead, or thinking
Definitely.
that like but that doesn't make it okay.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't mean like, okay, so now that this happened, I don't try to, you know, help some kind of way. He should have. That's the bottom line in my opinion. He should have.
See, but no, he should have took that hit as if he did it, because if you the type of person that's shooting somebody on sight, you should expect that for your, you know what I'm saying, for yourself. Like, they gonna shoot on sight when they see you as well, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that's a good point. That if he knows that he's in the mix like that, then he needs
It's
to
It's
he
his
needs to go
job.
alone.
Yeah, it's not so he wasn't supposed to snitch. He should have took the lick however that came. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's deep. That's a lot for that. That's just a lot.
So now, do
That's a
y'all
lot.
feel like Woody was snitch, or y'all feel like he was telling a little bit of truth and a little bit of a lie?
To me, I'm gonna always say it don't matter to me, because the snitching. My definition of snitching is cooperating with the police. He was cooperating with them. My snitching ain't telling. You know what I'm saying? Well, it ain't even necessarily telling on somebody and lying.
It's snitching to me.
Cooperating is talking to the police, and that's snitching. So like, the fact that folks got locked up behind shit you said, whether it was the truth or a lie, it's because of your words. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't never, even when I was little, you know what I'm saying? The first thing you motherfucker do is when you kids hitting each other and shit and they go snitching, why you always telling? Why you always telling? You know what I'm saying? You learned it as a child. So shit, he knew better. You take your lick.
But I heard him also on the phone when he was in Fayetteville, right? Then he say, yeah, I lied on Thug. That's another story. I'll talk to you about that later. So he
And it don't,
purposefully lied.
but it don't matter if he lied. Like all that little bit of truth, lie, whatever. Like D said, he cooperated, and two, them little nuggets of truth was enough for them to get the ball rolling. Like it was the first domino
Oh
in this
yeah, I still call
chain
that
of
a snitch.
events. So it's like it don't really matter. Like yes, it's fucking snitching. I don't care what excuse people try to make up for it. It's snitching. He don't care.
Yeah.
He don't care. He did what he had to do for self preservation, whatever the fuck. He's out for self. It is what it is, but it's still snitching. Like I don't know why people trying to sugarcoat it and shit. Like it is what it is.
And his no
Can I
matter
make this clear? I wasn't saying that's not snitching. I was
yeah,
just making a note about what he was talking about.
yeah, we just saying in general, because a lot of folks on that bandwagon and shit like that. But no matter how many folks fall in love with Woody and all that, because I feel for him, but his
Yeah,
life,
I was more so speaking on like the internet, like how people
yeah,
be acting. Cause I just be blown. Like I'm like, do y'all know who's on trial? Y'all feel so bad for Woody. Woody going home every day. He about to enjoy his holiday, have a cookout, swim in the pool. He alright. He
wow,
is
oh
great.
Willis,
He fantastic. Yeah, he about to be at the club. He's A-okay. Like he'll be alright.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Yeah.
this crazy. His
I
life.
think that in the beginning, I can honestly say, and I can admittedly say, because is that in the beginning, um, I was thinking on my own natural wavelength, like, well, I didn't know what really to think, but I felt like if he had, given his life to God or whatever, like, or I should say, or whatever, just straightforward. He gave his life to God. He apologized, but I didn't really realize, the whole extent as what is coming about until he came on trial when he got on the stand. I saw the one video with him and Viverito, the one that was circulating for over a year. I had not heard it everything else, and I didn't hear all of the evidence. So, but originally I was like, well, I didn't think that one with Viverito. I knew that he was snitching, yes, but I didn't know that the extent of what he was to this extent. Um, and I just don't know what to think now, honestly. I really don't. I don't give him a pass, definitely. But as the trial has progressed, it's just really I think it's sad. And like how is that that's India, right? It is sad that, you go home every day, you've committed these crimes, and these guys, are sitting, betting on their life, because lies that you've told. I think it's sad that he did that. I think it's sad that the state knows it and they still choose to prosecute based on someone that they know has been lying to them for years. So I just think the whole thing is messed up.
Yeah. So we gonna see where all this shit end up. And before we end up closing out, and don't forget, he's shitting on Rich Homie Quan right now. He done put this nigga life in danger and all this shit all in the mix just because he tied in with nothing. So like you gotta realize Lucci Mama and them done been shot. Like these folks was active and they they ready to run their mouth. So that's a double-edged sword. Yeah. But
So you think Quan's dad is going to do anything? Oh,
no.
sorry, India.
What you say? Say that again.
I was thinking, so now where does that leave Quan? Like, say for instance, we'll just say it was you, you know what I mean, and somebody shot you, and even though
No,
they on trial, would you
this,
down say forget it, state, or would you press it further now that you done found out who shot me?
no.
Well,
Listen,
when did that happen? Because
no,
the statute of limitations passed?
no. This it ain't no statute of limitations on murder, but all that shit.
Didn't nobody get killed at the barbershop?
Right. So that's what I'm saying. All that shit is old, and plus he got immunity for it anyway. It'll be double jeopardy. They'd have to go find some whole new evidence, and the fact that he said all this, they can't touch him on this shit, so he can say whatever. So, but they gonna this the last trial that the last RICO they gonna have for a good minute. Everybody else, and the fact that they took so long to even play with nut murder, they gonna leave that alone and let them folks get their revenge in the streets, just like they just killed Threat. That's gonna forever keep happening. So that's where we're gonna be at with that. Like y'all, Tasha, where you at with it?
Tasha might sleep.
No,
I'm gonna hop down.
Go on, say your prayer so we can do it.
Nah, I ain't sleep. I was about to sleep, y'all. But my son gone, so I'm I gotta end this out. But I figured out a way to do it without me having to say too much.
What?
Hold on. I saved this.
It's gonna be something funny.
Yeah. Good night, everybody, man. See y'all on the YouTube streets.
All right, man, come on, sit aside. All right, thank y'all.
Oh, I love this one.
Have notifications so you don't miss another live. Thank y'all and peace out.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Good night,
All right, good night.
Yo. Hey, I think Slick ain't sleep. D, I'm gonna give him just 1 second. Y'all, Slick ain't sleep. But
he knocked out for real.
I don't know.
Slick.
You
done pulled one of their moves.
Bunch it.
Ashley needs still in her. Sierra kicked it all night. All right, gang.
All right,
No,
y'all.
the nurse said leave him up there.
He'll still be up here once I end the stream, y'all. I'm finna end it.
Yeah,
But look, thank everybody for coming out. Y'all, look, hold on, wait. D, you gonna yell? One time for the yell. You gonna yell?
hell no, I ain't.
Remember how he played me? Slick!
His wife gonna roll over and smack the shit out of his ass. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Good night. D, why